Let's go, let's go, let's go. It is a glorious morning in the field of victory out here. I am one of your commentators, Zero, alongside the monkey business. It's Grand Blue Fantasy versus Top 8, baby.
Grand Blue Fantasy versus in the Ocean Center Arena, the fantasy of my dreams for the past maybe 9 months in CEO 2021. The biggest major for this game's kind of revival, the offline spirit. We've been waiting so long to see it on a stage like this. Proceed in the arena. Wrestling style entrances. We get to know our players a little bit better. One of my favorite parts of CEO.
This is where all the personalities really get to shine, right? Because, like you said, just roughly 6 months ago was CEO 2021 Top 8. And, you know, it was a great show, a great turnout for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, a great christening of live events for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. But here we are today with the real production out here. They got the pyrotechnics. Someone's going to drop from the ceiling and crash down on top of the table. There's going to be a ladder. There's going to be all sorts of action going on. Entrances, personalities.
You're on a Jumbotron over
I'm on a Jumbotron, right? Yeah, that's crazy. But you know what? I'm so excited to see who's going to be playing today, right? We got the top 8. I know, but the folks at home might not know. So let's take it to Brosa in the ring right now to introduce our first competitors.
Good morning, good evening, good wherever you are, and welcome to Arena Finals for CEO Daytona 2022. Crowd, I'm going to need a little more noise from that to make sure these players are truly welcomed out to the stage. I know you got better than that. This is the first finals in the arena. Let me get one more, crowd. All right, put your hands together and welcome to the ring, Neokarsh.
Yo.
Oh.
Now, here we go. Michael Jordan making his first appearance live at CEO 2022 with a record of absolutely slaying every Grand Blue Fantasy versus competitor standing in his way.
Eyeing them all up on his way in, too.
Oh, don't trip on the stairs. Please don't trip on the stairs. I'm having a panic attack at this point.
Those ropes are so tight, by the way.
Yeah, those ropes, Neil, look, Michael Jordan coming out here once again for an MVP performance tonight here in the Ocean Center Arena. And I tell you what, Michael Jordan has been prepped up, ready to rock, wearing the fresh red 23 Chicago Bulls attire. Flex on him, Michael Jordan, because we know the royal airness is going to be showing up tonight.
And his opponent, coming over from winner's side, MadBestKiller.
Yo, you know what this song is?
Oh, yeah. I've heard this one a couple times.
Yes, you do. MadBestKiller bringing the banana to the stage. And honestly, having an additional weapon to show up against your opponent like Michael Jordan, you want to make sure that Michael Jordan be slipping up there.
Yeah, weapon of the slapstick variety, too. A great choice. A lot of scrambly situations caused in fighting games and by banana peels, too.
Yeah, too bad that MBK is not playing any sort of, you know, the
item
broskies
character
out there. The item character, you know?
Yeah. Well, he's just relying on his dominant footsies.
Right.
Belial previously Djeeta, too.
Right? Yeah. Djeeta, Belial, the footsies, the reactions from MBK. I'm very curious to see how MBK reacts to this explosive opening bout here in Grand Final.
We're probably going to hear this song in-game. Top 8.
Yes. All right, so excellent entrances for both Neokarsh and MBK. But open up with the character select. Get the button set up, ready to rock and roll here. The banana of comfort right next to you, big chillin'.
Yeah. Any kind of stressful situation you can quickly resolve with a quick squeeze. It's first to 2 here still in top 8.
Right.
Only until top 3 we get the 3 out of 5. So
yeah.
Any changes you want to make in game, it has to happen quick. Any stress reduction exercise, banana squeeze.
Right, absolutely.
Quick.
And you know, I want to give it a little quick sneak peek because I'm stressing out over the rest of this top 8. We still have entrances to go, but let's check out this bracket real quick here. So, as you can see right there, Neokarsh up against MadBestKiller in the winner's semifinal side. Ren making it up against Gandido, and boy, Gandido has quite a bounty out there, right? It's supposed to be a lobster dinner if Gandido takes it all, so hopefully Gandido can survive Ren, last year's CEO champion, right?
Yep. Did they meet in bracket in winner's side, I think it was?
Yes.
Yes. Probably a run back in order there. Excited for that one for sure. And officially international competition thanks to Ren's presence, but down in losers, got players like Kilo, Shuaboo, Seth, and Prada. I know Shuaboo was up against a Brazilian player, so it was almost maybe like 3-continent competition here for GBVS top 8.
Yeah, we did have another Japanese player as well showing up, which is great to see the international competition for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, because it's a very rare opportunity that we do get to see that competition.
That was Rio, the Percival player, one of my idols.
There you go. Yes, Percival out in spades as well too. So I'm really curious, will Ren be able to run it back and take it all once again, having 2 belts back to back?
Yeah, you know, those belts fit really well on his waist, let me tell you. I saw them out on the table. They are quadruple XLs at minimum, I think.
All the better to be well secured and suited. You know what? It'd be a real flex if Ren brought the belt back for the entrance. That'd be interesting.
It's too bad about the belts weighing so much that flights don't like to carry them over the oceans.
That could increase the gas consumption of the plane, that's for sure.
We'll have to compensate him if he wins a belt for the way back.
Yes, I'm sure Jabali would be able to do that with Jabali bucks.
But if it's MBK also in winners and also a Floridian resident that wins, that belt's probably going in a car, no problem.
Yeah,
no extra baggage
Florida
fees.
has a lot to prove this weekend here, right? I mean, Florida's already maintaining that domination out here, but Michael Jordan is out here trying to get a slam dunk of victory here against MBK, but time will tell, because Belial opening gambit here.
The Floridians always show up big to CEO, and being a local in an arena crowd like this has its perks. Might hear some people getting loud.
Oh yes, just a few here. Let's hear the crowd get pumped up for this first opening game of top 8.
I imagine a slow pace here between both of them. Winner's bracket life is the kind of thing you want to maintain for as long as possible, right?
Exactly.
And already kind of low commitment buffers. Neokarsh, yes. 5M or 2M, special moves after. Rekka from Djeeta, though, uses 2 cooldowns. She's kind of lacking in the variety of special moves, so a lot less dangerous once that move is gone. A good time to move in on her like MBK was. Fought out of the corner very gallantly. Oh,
nice.
with punish.
Again, literally, what was I just talking about before the set started? MBK on reaction capable with punish here. You have to be so careful. Nice held challenge from Neokarsh.
Yeah, and I like MBK's choice to go for M Asimodeus instead of EX, just to make sure that with punishing confirming threat sticks around for him.
Exactly.
Oh!
No, not like this. Immediate opener into the Skybound Art. That's a grip of damage here.
Yeah, minimum scaling. I do think Djeeta's alive, probably in chip range. Overdrive could be a good look to not get chipped out.
Yeah, this is going to be real rough here. We do have an opportunity for overdrive, but do you spend it in this situation here?
I got frame trapped instead. Yeah. Once you're contending with Oki off of SSBA, finding the overdrive opportunity is pretty rough.
Yeah, exactly, especially when you're thinking about OSing on the approach here, because we did see that off MBK, right? Just immediate approach with L.
Yeah, the natural built-in option select. We'll probably see that resurface later, have another opportunity to talk about it. But for now, it's back to the kind of projectile-based, low-commitment neutral to juiced fireballs, probably the best in the game. And I feel like these are kind of rival fireball characters. A lot of similar style players bounce between Djeeta and Belial, sometimes Grand too. The color contrast is very sharp. What do you want, the combo-based aggressive fireball or the defensive powerhouse Djeeta fireball?
Here we go, got the throw into the corner. Big opportunity for Neokarsh. Spot dodge, probably expecting a DP, but we're already jumping out of there. MBK going to take advantage of this side swap opportunity.
Yeah, and guard button very useful after the hop to deny Belial the cross-up mix-up. Got to keep that in mind because he doesn't have enough advantage on the stomp itself to combo. Oh, great whiff punish, and that's a kill for Neokarsh.
Yeah, we got MBK reeling back in his seat there just for that one. And that is really unfortunate. An unintentional miss there from the jump U.
Yeah, but that jump U also let him escape the corner last time, so you can understand his temptation. You often want to reproduce what previously worked, but the tell of a strong or top fighting game player, how quickly they shut you down, even after a first instance of something happening. They never let you get away with it twice.
Ooh. I wonder if that was supposed to be EX Fireball to try to challenge the pistol there.
Yep.
My goodness, there's the TP push out of the corner. Clash, this is a tough war to win. Nice roll through here, able to continue the pressure, but MBK still blocking. And appreciate the moment of caution there. Neokarsh with the EX Rekka.
Yeah, MBK was still just walking back. Can't deny the run speed of Djeeta. Lawn reaching to you, great cancel, and here's the EX Rekka. Corner combo. Gonna save a super for the next hit, probably. One confirm will kill at this point. Maybe 2 throws. All right, that's 1. Overhead now could do it 2. Oh, spot dodges!
Spot dodge, but wasn't able to get the punish. It was so close.
Yeah, Neokarsh went for a close H with a slower punish choice, very loud. Whoa! They warned us about that.
You're going to be okay out here. Look, the smoke be popping off for victory, and already Shooketh is monkey business, but Shooketh is not MBK. Jumping right into it. Neokarsh taking a moment. Very important to breathe. You know, make sure you are breathing some of these games.
I like to breathe heavily into the mic after the pyrotechnics go off at my left shoulder. Those of you missing out on the arena experience at CEO 2022 this year, be around for the next one, whatever that may be. Nothing quite like it.
Yeah, I mean, you purposely chose the closest spot to the stage.
I
You're
did.
about to get burned.
I did.
Is somebody not getting burned right now by this pressure in the corner is Neokarsh. Great defense, the rush coming through.
Yes, rush down as it's called. Plus on block, MBK knows it, blocks it out. Completely content to do so. And far H gets whiff punished by the neutral jump. Great choice for Neokarsh, kind of a low commitment option. And a far counter hit. This is a huge swing of tides. Life lead for Neokarsh.
Yes, we just got the meter, but we're going to go for the EX DP on knockdown here. One more interaction. Oh! Ooh, that could have been a confirm, but we're okay here. Still, now we got it. Neokarsh taking the first round in the second game here.
Viejos Neokarsh, not playing games with that low confirm off 2U. So often that's been the opener for Neokarsh. Run up 2U. And MBK loves walking back because he likes to use that Belial far H with punish ability, 10 frame, really fast normal and cancelability. All the people who like to whip punish, they spend all day walking back.
Yeah. Big jump in though. That's excellent timing here for MBK.
Yeah, great recognition on the counter hit jump in to allow the combo. First command grab.
Yeah, that's a big one right there to start things out. EX command, but Neokarsh was just in position last round, able to fight out of the corner again with the EX Rekka here. Nice 2M late tech though, and there's a full throw for Neokarsh, already taking it to the east side of the screen.
Yeah, and I like MBK being willing to accept the throw and quickly swings out of pressure, finds a counter hit with his far H, lightning quick normal, and a super confirm on the auto combo. Gives MBK another round. Fighting for winner's bracket life nonetheless, but did so gallantly there and has a chance to tie it up. And these two still fighting gallantly. There are literally bodies back there. Those knights are down. This is a devastating battle.
Yes, absolutely. Lots of casualties in this fight here. Clashes constantly back and forth. Big fight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, first casualty is a 30% of Djeeta's life bar.
Yeah, nice DP though. Trying to find that spacing. 5H coming through and going back to the Fireball War. Great roll through. And I love that, right? Because we've already conditioned that we're going to compete in this Fireball War. So Neokarsh able to just recognize, boom, I got that roll through. I'm going to continue pressure. But the side swap not looking good here. MBK going to maximize the damage. Nice knockdown. And missed it, but
command grab still seems safe though. Kind of just stylish. And a super, speaking of style, gets a full cutscene. Not a kill though. No big win pose.
This is going to be a rough spot to get out of. Chip is definitely imminent, and we're reaching for it. That's for sure. Yeah, caught in the sky there. EXDP guarantees the victory. Beats up the banana. Jeez Louise. MBK, what did the fruit do to you? Like, honestly, it's got loving eyes for you.
Yeah, I thought it would be a kind of a de-stressing tool, but it's also a pop-off pillow, you know? Use your hype, transfer the energy into the banana, and then keep it with you through the rest of top 8. It'll keep providing more and more. Now, I've noticed that MBK has been very cognizant of Neokarsh's empty jump and has been waiting and anti-airing with like close lights in the full combos or DP rather than a 2H or something more higher commitment. And where people really like to jump in this game, you can space them to be very difficult to anti-air. MBK is always walking back as well just to make sure he can anti-air those really clean when someone's trying to get out of the corner. Keeping them in the corner is his #1 objective.
Yep, already 50% health gone here. Trying to make something of it here. And, very light on the meter usage this time around too, especially considering this patch. I mean, really encourages utilizing your meter in various ways, whether it be rush or backshift even.
Yeah, it's been pretty conventional so far. One overdrive activation maybe.
Yeah, that was just the one, and it was it.
And, and a rush. Oh, that's a confirm. Oh, didn't see the combo.
Yeah,
MBK still looking to find another one, so the EX Asimodeus goes, and that's a big advantage for Neokarsh. Doesn't get a combo opportunity, but does find a throw bait. And that is a quick kill for Neokarsh. On another set point, God, these sets are going quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a really strong tell on that overhead because it's a rare miss that MBK does not immediately confirm into kill shots. And the fact that Neokarsh got away with it and was able to get the victory, that's a little bit worrisome for MBK.
Unique action is charge for Djeeta. Oh, whip punish, full Rekka conversion. And with only DP, basically throws the threat here or super because there's no special moves here for Djeeta. It's back now though, the Rekka.
Oh dear. Yep, got pushed on the corner. EX Asimodeus there.
Oh,
yo, good jump out there.
Good recognition too. Oh, late hits at the Rekka. Secure the knockdown. A throw will kill. There's overdrive.
Yeah, and oh no, wasn't able to get the confirm. That was it.
Ah.
One more touch will do it here, but got the EX and MBK gonna get called out by GP. Explosions in the arena. Smoke him up. Is Royal Airness. Neokarsh getting the first victory on winner's side out here. MBK still in this.
Mm-hmm. Neokarsh does so with that really smart, informed choice to mash DP through the entirety of the combo. A reset would have been a very good idea there for MBK to try and find some new damage, quickly make momentum, because the life deficit was so severe, and Overdrive was still on for a damage buff. There might have been some good robbery potential.
Right.
So it made a lot of sense there to quickly DP and get out and end the set as soon as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. If you got the shot, take it at 100% of the time. Don't let the opponent have an opportunity to get out. And gosh, what a killer in that corner, right? Especially when MBK did not confirm that kill on the Overdrive. That could have been huge, really turned the momentum around there, and we'd have a different story. And that's a rare miss, so hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt MBK in this loser's run. But we have our next competitors up here. I believe we have a returning champ coming in. Let's check it out here. Broza, what do we got? Broza, what are you doing? Broza!
I can hear you if you scream really loud, I promise.
You want to scream at us or something? I'm so sorry, Broza.
I heard him.
Okay, I heard it too. Yo! Wow. Yo, you know this song.
Yeah,
no
this
way.
song's in Street Fighter 5.
The jacket.
Oh!
Yo, give it up for
Oh my
Red.
God.
With the Hunter coming out himself.
Oh!
The champ.
God, he looks glorious.
Folks at home, make sure you be playing yourselves some Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak on the way out here. And you know what? This warms my heart to hear this song. I'm sorry, Gandido. You got to follow it with this?
Yeah. This man likes video games.
I believe Ren does play video games, right? Also streams, too.
Yes. Very thankful for that. That's our most constant access to top-level Avatar, Belial, or Charlotta action.
Yes.
Oh, looking right at the camera.
PGW, great crew of content creators out there in Japan.
Ren well hydrated with the neon green mystery formula. Brandless, too.
Right. And next up, who do we got?
And please welcome his opponent, Gandido!
Oh, this energy might be hard to match.
This is the big slugfest fight. This is the one we've been anticipating here. This is the do or die moment in the bracket.
Oh, we knew this would be in winners. Dink on the camera having to back up so fast. Gandido.
Gandido demanding the respect of the crowd here. We dropped something. Pick it up.
Now he's just enjoying his time up there. Doing it again. Oh, he's quick into the ropes.
Look at this. Champion your moment. Gandido, baby. Let's go. We're getting to the other side of the crowd, the east side, the west side.
Oh, he's a natural up there.
Oh, you know, Gandido all about the showmanship.
Yes.
Absolutely. And this set
For his home state as well.
Time coming. Yeah, his home state, home territory as well. We'll see how this goes because this is going to be a big deciding factor between the winning and losing side of the bracket. So we have the Monster Hunter out here. Ren up against Gandido.
Yeah, I think whoever loses this is in for a long losers bracket climb.
That's the thing with with Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Like at this point, the echelon of players is so high up there that it's non-stop killers even in pools. And what's great right now is that the game is on sale for $20. Just pick up the game, check out the NAPC Grand Blue Versus Discord as well, play a bunch of games, and hang out with a great crowd of players. You know, have the opportunity to hang out with folks like Gandido and also Neokarsh as well, and pretty much the majority of this top 8, and also get to respect on the international players coming through as well, like being able to check out that content, learn and grow. And there's still opportunity for more players to join up, especially like the growth in that Discord alone has been growing exponentially since the the beautiful tournament that was CEO 2021.
I can get games faster in there than naturally looking for them within the game systems.
There you go.
It's incredible.
Yeah, they do have their weekly nights where they're hanging out too and grinding constantly. And Gandido is one of those champions of grinding out on the game and really trying to teach other players how to improve in their own aspects of the game. So really, like, if you ever have conversation with Gandido about Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, it's almost like a coach aspect as well too. Yeah, like honestly, like Gandido is always out there to give plenty of great advice and just for the love of the game, right? Just really wants it to grow and keep going. So let's take another look at this bracket here just to give you a little bit of a reminder here as to how this is going to shake down. Neokarsh went up 2-1 over MBK. So Ren and Gandido are up next here. Gosh, and then Seth, Prada, Kilo, and Shuaboo right there. Ooh, boy. Kilo or Shuaboo up against MBK, and that's going to be really interesting later on in the bracket here. But first, we got to get through one more winner's side match. Ren up against Gandido. The reigning champ thus far, Ren.
They're both dressed to kill.
Yes.
Gandido, he's rolled up the sleeves too, ready to do some swinging. And they're going to button check as well, so get comfortable and maybe a slight execution check. We'll see.
Right,
Keep
absolutely. You got to get warm up here. Like it's just this is.
Thankfully, they're dressed warm.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. Like Ren is always jacking it up, right? Got to represent one, the brand, and two, like.
Oh, those sleeves are going even higher.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Does Gandido have those registered? Like.
Well, we got bag searched and everything, and he got in, so I assume it's fine. Yeah. All right. Lasers are working.
Dive kicks are working.
Love to see that the 6 dive kick is functional.
Yes.
Dive kicks are always working. Every fighting game, button check or match. Got to be careful of them.
Okay. And see how this goes here. Got our button check ready to go. So Zeta, right?
Oh, definitely from Gandido. He's Zeta even in the button check and. An authority on the character knows that an international audience is surely watching, regardless of time zone differentials.
Right.
And he wants to represent the best that this continent has to offer with Zeta.
And of course, Ren, last CEO representing Cagliostro, now on 6 as well, too. So it's a change here. 6 months' time, and you're already swapping out characters here, swapping out strategies.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We're going to get right into it. Winners. Round 2 here. Well, not round 2. The second set of winners. Side.
Yes.
Folks, let's make some noise for Ren and Gandido.
And they've already done a pre-game sportsman-like full handshake with the utmost of respect for each other. Be prepared to witness what looks like the opposite in-game. I think setting the pace and the tone immediately should be the foremost objective. Aggressive round start I hope for. And I wouldn't not expect that of Ren playing 6 here.
Yeah.
What does Zeta have to say? Yeah, you do.
Spirit, the Eternals. That's a Marvel crossover, huh?
It sounds ambitious. a full conversation. I feel like the knight in the background just listening, not really knowing what's going on. But now I know what's going on. We got gameplay for the match starting up real quick.
And just like you called out right at round open here, the EX going for Berserker Barrage here. So important for Six to really get set up. I mean, honestly, the still have the names up. MBK over here. It's supposed to be Gandido on the Zeta.
But also Viejos. That is correct.
Yeah.
Whether it's been the right or the left corner, it's always been Gandido fighting from it so far. But he actually still has the life lead, basically, or it looks maybe dead even. Well, it's gone now.
Yeah.
One Rekka interaction later.
Yeah, this is going to be the hard point to get out, right? Like, no parry attempt here. Nice throw.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a lift throw right there. Going to get pushed back by Overdrive here, Ren.
Overdrive activation does a nice sizable chunk of damage. Great conversion into super off the juggle. With 57 seconds on the clock. It was a slower paced round than I think some of the previous rounds we've seen.
Right, yeah. I mean, defensively, we're talking Gandido was doing a great job in the corner. It's just trying to get out of the corner. And a rush down from Six is so difficult to get out of, especially now with the mechanics. Yo, counter hit. Don't be caught trying to tech that throw out here.
I don't think yeah, forget taking a throw. Mash, close L, get a nice conversion, a bar style, and some kind of OS into Rhapsody. Whatever it was, it worked. And Ren is now on the back pedal here. Oh, just a minor life lead. It's gone now, just about equal. Zeta's best mid-screen combo, baby, since version 1.
Our EX Berserker out here, push back mid-screen once again here. Stealing his turn back, Gandido.
Gandido swung after the single spear of Arves.
Great parry here from Ren. Got the rush.
And then waiting, too.
Another rush to get the whip punish here. One more touch will do it. Goes for the EX Berserker. Going to try to chip away victory.
Overdrive activation could be very helpful for Gandido. He's got the 100 meter.
Yeah, that would be super. Yeah.
Was just going to fight for his life in neutral, try and convert him into super instead. And anti-airing, pretty good bet on a counter hit. That would definitely combo into supers, SSBAs, get a kill for him. But alterable jump trajectory is Gandido's classic worst enemy. A lot of different options in Granblue to do so with JYoung across the cast too.
Yeah, and it was a great call out right there too for the overdrive because that does prevent chip death as well. So that would have been a great gamble to take, right? It's the coin toss situation because you called it, right? Just trying to go for confirm into overdrive for the kill. That's something big. Ren's looking for that.
Yeah.
The minor thing is to get that defense on chip so you can still play neutral and have an extended shot at trying to find an opening and then spend it over in Skybox. Because you still have that when you activate overdrive.
It can be pretty hard to just overdrive in neutral too. You want to kind of get close to them first so they can be forced to block it or possibly get hit by it. A little bit safer that way.
Parry's the parry.
Kind of like the, that's the second time that's happened, and 2 for 2 on full combo conversions. And Ren spending everything, even some 50 meter on this rush.
Yeah.
It brought back a lot of time for the cooldowns to come back, and another area X projectile into full conversion. I think that might be why the rush was so useful in that combo, to make sure that special in particular could come back for the next mix, like the next step.
Nice counter poke right here from Gandido. Going to rush all the way over to this corner here.
Yeah, Zeta's 2M was built for that. Delayed throw tech. Gandido still taking advantage of Ren for that. Oh, all the Rhapsodies, and Gandido ends up cornered. Ren mounting a sequence, but a quick super jump out of the corner, and Gandido's out once again. Has all the cooldowns available for a nice combo. Let's see it. Super's coming on the next one. Probably not going to spend it yet. Just wants to kill for something later. Oh, do you think this will kill? Maybe. Not quite.
I was going to say, that was so much damage mitigation right there that there's no way. But we did get the throw here, snuck one in. Gandido is still alive in this game, too.
Yep, and Gandido's not wrong for spending the super. That put him in the position to just throw a Ren once and instantly end it.
Exactly.
Chip is also relevant, too. No overdrive activation yet there. Nice to have whiff punish across the screen. I love how Granblue communicates with the viewer. You see all these words coming up on the screen. When you say punish, you know that was guaranteed. Whiff punish. And all the goods, they're doing all these inputs here.
Yo, look at all the high blocking that Gandido is doing. Excellent job on defense, and now we got our thrust into the corner once again. Hold on to these beams.
Yeah. I liked Ren's presence of mind. He'll run under jump-ins. He'll use Six's movement in such incredible ways. Earlier, he jumped over Zeta's jump and did a cross-up jump on her to keep her in the corner. And nice whip punish.
Overhead does get blocked. Blocks the high pogo right there, too, and now already put back into the corner. No conversion after, so we're going for our next mix.
And that's a strike throw. Just a nice close L. Keep it plus. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Keep super around, maybe next single kill.
Nice check with here.
Gandido's got a little bit of an advantage by having SSBA.
Oh, no. Oh, it goes for the side swap right there, and still Gandido able to block, blocking overheads. Nice challenge, taking the turn back here. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Wasn't able to get the pickup that we were looking for, but it's do or die right now for both players.
Back to neutral. He blocks every overhead now. Oh no, confirm it as super. There's plenty of active frames to cancel from. I feel like Gandido does that all the time.
Oh, jeez. Right. Wait your turn here. The Berserker Barrage is blocked.
Oh, he waited.
Right into the confirm for Super Skybond Art. Gandido is going to take this game 2 and keep on living.
He ties it up. He was so patient.
Yes.
You can't strike him out on overheads to bait throw. He stopped. He waited. And when one parry would have killed him, Gandido said, no, I will not swing until I know that I will not be parried. You will not kill me. This will be a punish into super and a clean and impressive 1-1 set so far for both of them.
Yeah, and it's definitely, you know, just a great showing of Gandido's knowledge and the timing of how these characters work out, right? Like, has the patience and wherewithal.
He doesn't crack either.
No, does not.
He takes pride in being an older player. You know, in the hypothetical 30s versus 20s, 10v10, he's definitely team 30s. But he does not crack him, is the thing. He just doesn't crack.
Exactly. The mental game that Gandido can be playing, and also just the love of the game in general. Like, it really goes a long way in these sets here. Nice thrust, carry over to the corner. Check here, gotta push right back into neutral. Ren already running away with the momentum control. What a call out here. Big risk on the EX in a rush.
Yeah, that's run-up rush. And Gandido went through one of Ren's normals using the invincibility out of range of the combo. And Gandido knew to get the whip punish. A lot of 6 experience it must be, or maybe a great killer instinct. If Gandido can take this first round, that would be amazing for the momentum of the set overall. Ren, on the other hand, wanting to deny any chance of momentum. Oh my god, is that a kill? No.
Not quite.
It's too far.
Oh, the parry! Yes, what a wake-up parry from Ren here, able to take the lead in the round here.
It's the unkillable parry. But, you know, that's a choice I think Gandido's comfortable making because there's still another round to play.
Right.
If he's fighting for tournament life like he was last game, I don't think he would have mediated because the parry is such a big threat. Oh, Rhapsody.
Go right there. Oh, the overhead does get blocked. Still trying to take the turn. Great parry from Ren.
Yeah. And now Gandido's going in while the parry's not a threat anymore. Trying to anyway.
Yo, the Berserker Barrage coming through. The neutral strength from Ren off that Berserker has just been absolutely phenomenal.
Anytime you're trying to think there might be a lull in the neutral, chances are Ren already has Berserker Barrage, Rekka ready, and is just going to get in on that sequence. I mean, you can see that special move whiff punish things, counter hit things, or just hit somebody trying to walk forward.
That is so unfortunate. And oh no, no animation right there. That's not good.
Oh, he was fighting for his life. He's getting punished to his death now. Ren takes the set 2-1 and advances to winners finals over Gandido, who has to gather himself and channel into that clutch he had in game 2 and try and use it all for a long losers bracket run with lots of killers down there to run into.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, Ren putting on a great show, but also Gandido as well. That knowledge check in general, just like the patience. Honestly, I can't, you know, just like compliment the patience from Gandido enough in those corner situations because we do have strong 6 players stateside as well, and Gandido has definitely been playing against some. We're probably going to see one a little bit later today.
Yeah, I actually think we might have a 6 mirror match coming up.
That's potentially true. So, oh boy. But yeah, excellent showing so far, and that's going to do it for our winners side of this top 8. We do have another few sets coming up in this losers side here.
Ain't that fine?
Brosa, who do we got coming up on losers next?
Hey, no problems this time. All right. Please welcome to the ring, Seth.
Just Seth.
Short and simple.
Easy.
Seth.
Tandem mention Seth?
Kind of sounds like a boss character.
Seth is pretty bossy.
Yeah. Taking their time.
That's the call.
Is there some kind of...
Just let it happen.
Ooh.
The energy. Oh yes, I'm feeling this one. Let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go. Feeling the kill, jumped in the ring too. The acrobatics from Seth. Make some noise, crowd.
They were horizontal between the ropes.
That was
and now
terrifying.
so vertical up there.
That was confidence incarnate right there.
People are flooding the arena right now for this light show.
Look, had to get the balance. Look at this. Take it in. Your moment here, Seth. Fully charged.
Oh.
Fire! I love this beat too. Like, come on now. Ready to pick up the sticks, ready to compete.
And the assistant handing the stick, you know. When you're in top 8 at CEO, the whole world serves you.
It's true.
And please join me in welcoming his opponent, Prada!
All right. How does Prada follow this one up? Prada out here with the energy. Let's go. Square up and pop off. Seth just trying to show it up here with the show. And Prada's here for business.
No doubt a wrestling fan with the song I'm hearing.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but no jumping, no jumping.
You got to take care of your body if you're a competitor, you know? Can't be taking risks.
No risk. I mean, sheesh. Seth came in there, like you said, a full horizontal entrance. Look, if someone's face was right there, they would have been kicked out of the ring.
Well, you see, Prada is carrying his pad as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You don't want to be taking risks with that.
That's
Seth had the
expensive.
luxury of the stick being handed to them.
Well, don't worry. There's Controller Chaos right across the way right there. You can get your CEO-branded Xbox controller, seeing as Prada is playing on an Xbox One controller.
Wow.
Which reminds me, I need to pick up that Controller Chaos controller to hang up on my wall of fantastic Xbox controllers.
A whole wall of them.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Well, I hope that you can look at one of them and think, I played a lot of good Grand Blue Fantasy Versus on that thing. Maybe I could earn a top 8 spot at a major tournament that allows me to...
You too could if you picked up a Controller Chaos controller with those extra buttons. There's potential there.
The extra buttons could certainly go a long way. And, you know, if it's the kind of thing you hang on a wall, it's something feels like a prize,
It's
right? And you
memorable,
frame it and
right.
celebrate it. Yeah. Some people win the custom pads as prizes. They never use them. They just...
I mean, but it's like a piece of, it's a moment in history of your career within gaming, just like this moment here, coming into the ring at CEO. Like, there's nothing like it. The energy, look, you see tweets all the time that the energy is just different in that ring. It's actual facts. Like, whether or not you are competing, there's a different energy inside that ring. So once you get that opportunity to shine the way that these players get to, absolutely ham it up. Eat it up. Take the time that you need because this is your moment.
Yeah.
This is Grand Blue's moment. This is Seth's and Prada's moment. Crowd, who you got? Let's hear it for Prada. Okay. Pretty serviceable. Now, how about we hear it for Seth? I mean, look, the crowd here seems a little undecided as to who's going to try to take it. I
think most crowds, you know, they don't cash in on their channel points until they see maybe the first few seconds. It's very hard to predict what can happen. You know brackets really produce a lot of miracles.
Yeah, that's really true. Honestly, no, it's really fun to try to make that immediate guess. Used to try to in the crowds like try to call out bet on first hit. Dollar first hit bets.
Yeah. Well, you know, those ones are fun. They're very informed.
Exactly.
Usually in a crowd, I see things about the timer on even or odd. You know,
yeah, the even odd thing. Yeah, that's another good one. That's another good one. Who spends overdrive first here?
All right. Well, we can consider this with character picks.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't really know. Let me think about this.
Okay, I'll let you think about that one. And folks at home, thank you so much for tuning in as well. It's a great treat and pleasure. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, once again, is on sale for $19.99, and that gets you the base cast for this game. $40 for the Ultimate Edition. You get all the characters included.
Yeah, I need that badly in my life. I'm rocking Vanilla Edition on PC right now. I might just cave in. It's a summer sale, right?
It's exactly. The summer sale is coming through, and Grand Blue is definitely blessed with another opportunity to pick it up. And this right here is going to be a great example between Ladiva and Cagliostro.
Ladiva finally coming back for Seth, who was running 6 most of the way to make their way into top 8. And on commentary, I was actually referring to Seth as a Ladiva player pretty much the whole time, regardless. And I know once you're in a wrestling arena, the Ladiva has to come out. You know, sure, the matchup choice is probably a relevant factor too, but you're actually sitting in a wrestling ring. You can't not.
Okay, gonna have to hold on to these spikes here. Lay down.
And you can see Seth already kicking the portals from Cagliostro.
Yeah, it's really important to try to interrupt those traps here, just so you have that free reign of movement.
Yep. Jumping over spike, and with 1-2M, both ground portals gone. Nullifies the H portals from Prada. There's one down.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness we were able to recover and block just in time here. But yeah, this is such a tough matchup for Ladiva, right? Because Cagliostro, boom, back shift right there. Really important. Just be able to gain that space to have to fight off any Ladiva approach. Again, another one here, so it makes it a little bit risky to try to go for any sort of aggressive setup.
Yeah, Seth is fighting a character who recently gained back shift and the rushdown invincible option. Already has an invincible teleport, the works. But in the corner, no such escape options available, and now it's a guess for game situation. Even like an overhead will kill, I think. And it's 2L, full confirm. Forget about the overhead thread. I mean, 2L gives you so many chances over and over again. The frame trap sequence just continues, and you keep guessing and guessing and guessing. And with command grab range so long, you can keep the block string going for a terrifying amount of time and still be in throw range with the Ladiva. Seth knows that very well.
Yep.
Amazing confirmation from Prada, all the way to the right corner, basically from starting at the left. And it was H-spike that time into the trap, and a mix-up into another portal using both of them in one sequence is Prada. Brilliant maneuvers to speedrun the life bar, take a perfect victory over Seth with 79 seconds on the clock.
And that is the power of Cagliostro, right? It can really start to snowball in this matchup in particular because Ladiva has to be so cautious on her approaches.
Yeah, and now Seth, pretty cognizant, I think, of the guard button's relevance here. After that teleport mix-up, you might be seeing more guard buttons.
Yeah, absolutely.
But getting away with one is still such a big deal. It takes you a whole round in set lengths where you only need to take 4 rounds to win.
Great lariat, gonna get the SPD out there.
Yeah, that's a love bomb right there. Oh, second hit wreck up, but actually went all the way to the 3rd, so only a small combo.
I'd like to keep this trying to chase down that back shift and still not able to get a confirm right after it, but honestly, Seth is in a really good way right now.
Prada retreats to the portals for safety, and there's some more of them. Oh, a little frame trapped by the spike from full screen, and it wasn't H spike either there, so
another sweep.
Oh, Ladiva to you. I mean, it can all basically like what? Oh, is that too far for a combo? But now anything will kill. That's it.
Yeah, brilliant set right here. Great patience. I mean, you have to be when you're a grappler playing any sort of zoning character. You have to have the patience, utilize your health as another resource. It's the classic matchup, right? Your health is just, you know, additional time that you get to try to make that gap close.
And that's why they offer Ladiva even more of that health, actually, on the 10,500, I think. Yeah. The only character in the game with more life, I think.
Wow, yeah, that's the risk you take. Trying to interrupt on those traps as well. Like,
yeah.
Trying to 2M to make them disappear is also like something that Prada is going to start paying attention to.
Oh! Recognizing Clash Cancel in the air from the Ladiva to you, and that's JL from Seth finding a combo off it. And here is the sequence in the corner where it belongs. Seth just arriving at Super. Could use it to kill. Oh, 3rd headbutt. No one expects that one. And there's another errant air hit, fully confirmed into Super. It is just like how the previous round ended. Seth takes this round in the same fashion, with Cagliostro looking quite unhappy to be kicked in the face. Love booted.
Yeah, it would be unfortunate to be kicked in the face, I'm not going to lie.
A lot of the characters in this game seem to have pleasant reactions to that kick in particular. Percival is honestly pretty proud to get kicked, I've noticed. Hey, no one's getting proud. No one's proud to be SPD'd, though, right?
Yeah.
And there's another one.
Oh, yes, especially at the tick throw. That's.
Oh, and the taunt! The crowd making noise right in response. Ladiva lending the crowd her ear. Trying to finish it quick now is Seth. That was rushing in with a lariat, the big swing. Rush down as a punish. Tactical move, as they call it. Another counter hit. All right, it's kind of Prada's own sequence, but the damage is so low on any given hit.
Oh no! Trying to react on the teleport. It's not going to connect. We still got away with the 2U back shift here from Prada.
Gifted recovery on the super attempt, which would have killed Prada. Prada's fighting for their life, and there is Seth with a 2-0 victory. Maybe the crowd was right after all to be cheering so loud for the natural wrestler in their home territory on the ropes, on the banister, advancing in loser's bracket. Still a long way to go in this bracket, but plenty to be happy about in the meantime with a 2-0 victory. Very confident for Seth.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Seth came out real confident too, right? Just honestly, that entrance, just ripping.
You could tell. You could
absolutely. Was really feeling it, pandering to the crowd even.
Yeah.
What a show here so far for this Grand Blue Fantasy versus Top 8. We still got the crowd back here popping off for you folks at home. We have a few quick messages we kind of go over here for you.
Those of you on your computers, you are in the right place at the right time. You are watching the right screen. It is the return of Grand Blue Fantasy versus Top 8 action at CEO 2022. But those of you in the arena, you are in the rightest place of them all. Welcome back. We got a couple more entrances for you, and we're going to throw it over to Broza to make sure we can get that show on the road.
Yeah, it's Broza. What's happening? Where'd all the lights go?
It's dark.
I'm scared.
The glow of his glasses. You saw that?
That's
ominous.
Let's go.
That's Kilo, all right. Confirmed.
Yes. Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah.
Nothing else needs to be said about that one.
Epic
Confirmed.
arena. Broza holding up the ropes. Very courteous. Appreciate
Kilo
it.
was lost. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kilo, where's your controller?
Kilo wanted the head-to-head setup rather than shoulder-to-shoulder.
Oh, I see.
I love the shoulder-to-shoulder
I like the head-to-head too, though. Like it's very competitive. Oh boy.
And our final combatant in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Top 8 of CEO, please welcome Shuaboo.
It's dark.
Scared again. Actually, I shouldn't be scared again, folks. Grand Blue Fantasy fans at home should recognize this entrance here, Yuisis.
Is this character coming to the game or what?
Look, if not before Nicholas, all right?
Yeah.
Don't
or
get
Siegfried.
Nicholas's way. Nope, Nicholas first.
Well, no one getting in Shuaboo's way on his way into the ring. And there appears to be a bouquet of flowers available to the crowd. But one is saved, and what could it be for? Is that
paying respects to the
respects.
death of Kilo. Kilo, not even having it. So, no. Don't mess with me right now. Don't get in my way of this Top 8.
That beautiful and luxurious Herman Miller chair with its nice back support and lumbar support. It's actually more of a gravestone right now for Shuaboo's entrance as he leaves the rows.
Well, there we go. We're getting the setup rolling here. Shuaboo about to plug in.
And is that one of them leverless controllers that Shuaboo's
It is.
rocking?
It's the cross-up, too, right? So
Yes, we were just talking about the hitboxes. A clash of styles, of a controller type and play style,
yeah.
and of titans throughout this game's online competitive life. They've both been working very hard as well. They enter everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely guarantee that if you're throwing an online Grand Blue Fantasy versus tournament, you're probably going to see most of this Top 8, right? And Kilo and Shuaboo, definitely two combatants that we've seen time and time again as well. And seeing this run back happen here on the grandest of stages, I mean, the energy, palpable, right? The toss of the rose right there, Shuaboo just already paying respects to the death of Kilo. But Kilo has something to say about that, believes in victory, as it were.
Yeah, it could be a little bit premature in a fighting game match to declare it over before it starts.
We'll see.
You don't want to stand up too early.
It's the confidence, though, right? Top players usually exude confidence, and it's I was talking about this earlier on another stream as well, too. Let's take a quick gander at this bracket and look at the confident players that are still left in this Top 8. We've already lost two of our competitors, unfortunately, or one of our competitors, about to walk out right now.
Yeah, I think Shuaboo, probably wants a shot up at Ren in winners. I think it would be fitting, right?
Really
Shuaboo's been very helpful at helping Ren around in terms of translation, localization, and hosting. But when you're one against one in the CEO wrestling arena, there will be nothing needing to be translated.
Yes.
The game will do all the talking.
Wants to keep the belt stateside here. Red wants to guarantee another championship belt. But here we go. Ready to set up, send out the tweets. I guarantee Kilo's tweet is probably like, I can't believe Shuaboo just threw a rose at me. This is serious
just
business right now.
Threw a rose on my lap.
I wonder where Dudley'd me on stage.
That was a taunt, yeah. Is the rose now under the table? Is it on the table?
It's on the table.
I see it sticking off the table.
Yeah. So
I think maybe Kilo might like to take it as a prize and give it to somebody they fancy, you know?
that's a little takeaway from this, right?
You know, everyone knows you're a hot commodity once you make winners or make top 8 in a Grand Blue Fantasy versus top finals.
True. That's true.
I mean, climb all the way up to grand finals, and you will be the name echoing for at least another year until the next one.
That is very true. I mean, not true for Ren, though, because Ren is already back in this top 8, so it's continued.
Yes.
That's two years.
That's a legacy, yeah.
It's a legacy at that point. Right, yeah. It's almost a saga. We get one more, we'll have the full saga.
Yeah. Acts.
Because that's how Xenosaga was 3, so.
Right.
You gotta get to the hat trick.
And they go straight to the Coliseum where they're most comfortable. No dead knights in the background this time. A perfectly clean and fair fight. Just sparring, you know.
Absolutely. And here we go, folks. We have our last introduction of the loser side here. Let's get it to it. Shuaboo up against Kilo.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear you back there popping off.
Yeah. And they skip the intros. Violence on the mind.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you threw a rose at me. Disrespect. The Belial, though, believes in nothing but love.
Kilo, after his switch for Ren, always played this red Belial color. I've always loved it. The blood kind of color matches his effect. Oh, and there's another whip punish. But not the largest confirmation. Shuaboo taking advantage of switching sides.
Yeah. Really smart to backstep, gain the distance, doesn't have to deal with the Oki from 6 here.
Wow, the deepest toe-hitting dive kick. Shuaboo takes advantage off it. Looking for a little walking shimmy, trying to make throws. Nothing doing here, though. 2L frame grab.
Wow.
For Shuaboo.
Yeah, immediately going right into the Skybound art as well. This is going to be that grip. Nice. Trying to catch up anyways.
Yeah, just about equal on life. Broke into the life lead.
Great DP push out.
Shuaboo so without Djeeta, though, having spent it on rushdowns, back shifts, super. I mean, Kilo uses rushdown right there, trying to get in, make something happen, a little block string, but now the cooldowns are basically gone. He needs to get Asimodeus.
Okay, wait a minute, one touch away for death. There's the back throw here. The parry calls it out, and honestly, the most usage of meter that we've seen so far in this top 8 with the new mechanics between rush, overdrive, back shift as well. So great usage. Yeah. I mean, honestly, Kilo was definitely an early adopter of those mechanics alongside Shuaboo as well, too. So seeing that utilization is absolutely tremendous here.
Yeah, it gives you some hope when you only have 50 meter. Of course, you still build the meter faster by rushing the opponent down. It's Shuaboo has a massive life lead meter lead in this round already. Arriving at super, probably going to use it to try and confirm into a kill here. Chip's going to be relevant too, and Kilo can't even activate overdrive yet. Not keeping up in the meter. Great air-to-air. No combo though too far for Asimodeus.
Through here, Kilo, yeah, I mean, gosh, it was a tall order right there. Not a height joke in the case of Belial here, being taller than Shuaboo. Or, excuse me, 6.
Yes. Even in a game with one-button DPs, we still can't always anti-air dive kick on reaction. Oh, but there's one-button unique action counter. A great punish choice for Kilo against Shuaboo's approach of choice.
Okay, nice low check.
Yep. Love to see people blocking it out in this game. It's not like you're taking a gray line for chip damage from the normals. Not until overdrive, anyway.
Oh, great parry.
Yep. Parry is completely successful so far. Only has it worked. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Able to block the unique action from Belial here through the sky.
Things can get a little bit messy when somebody blocks that in the air. Often the data is not really clear. So
right.
You can see that Shuaboo was still careful, though. Careful with the life, even with the kind of rushdown character. And Kilo's still in overdrive, so pretty much any confirm could kill, I think. Even without like a... Yeah, just you have super available with overdrive.
Yeah, it's true. Right, deep cross-up does get blocked here, and wow, what a bait on the parry, able to follow up with a whip punish. Kilo's getting around on the board.
Yeah, it was a very well-timed H. I think walking back, Kilo has an innate sense of when to punish the parry without having to react to it. Not just trying to look, but knows the timing automatically. And it works for throw bait timing too, I think.
Nice, how to hold the EX pinwheel here, mess around and find out as Modi is coming through. Got a couple low checks. Oh, nice
hit.
DP.
Nice.
Hold this, please. Got another one coming for you. Mess around. Go for the in-your-face overdrive. Gonna get the guard crush.
In your face because it's point blank, and it also feels insulting. Kilo taking a massive lane lead. Wait, with overdrive damage, it's gonna kill. No, not quite.
Yeah, that would have been a grip. Okay, overhead does get blocked. And great usage of overdrive, too. I mean, maximize the use of your meter, especially when you're at full health like that, too. Big call out from Kilo.
Yeah. Anti-airing with DP, very clean. The unblockable, guaranteed kill choice. It was equally one-sided games, I think, for both of them.
Right.
We hope, of course, for round 3 and going the distance for a game 3 in a set that can only be 3 games. We'll have to see if it slows down one way or the other.
In victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Right, well, opening gambit here. Nice. Tries to keep things safe with the aerial pinwheel.
Straight to the corner. Delayed DP from Kilo. Great choice. Hasn't thought that one out. Knows to save your options all throughout the set for critical moments. Oh! The 5L made contact, and that made the throw whip, unfortunately.
Okay, nice. Got the EX. I can push it over to the corner here.
We're going to see defense.
Oh,
it's
yes.
overdrive from both.
Overdrive for both players here, and unfortunately, Kilo takes the L on that one. They're losing a grip of the overdrive. Second hit came through, and even more overdrive gone. Doesn't matter. The EX pulls through. Shuaboo getting the victory.
Overdriving the overdrive. I feel like I've seen this interaction somewhere in another fighting game. It's like, you know, the moon drive thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, the ladder overdrive will always win.
Yeah. Couple checks, the close L.
Oh, perfect timing on the far edge from Shuaboo. Well confirmed. And chasing the back shift. The first one that comes out, 0-1 on back shift.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I really appreciate the commitment from Shuaboo in that interaction there. We've seen it a couple times. The back shift has to get the room here. With throw will get punished, though.
Yeah, that run speed of 6 makes chasing down no trouble whatsoever. But once you're in the Belial 2M prison, Shuaboo knows that you have to wait for a long time before you can force your way up. Look at all those 5Ls that whiffed against the invincibility of the overdrive. A great state for Kilo to be in to possibly tie up this game. Overdrive on overdrive action. They both have supers. They can kill on any counter hit touch, probably, even from an air-to-air.
Nice delay, got the EX there, trying to counter poke it. Nice 2L from Kilo.
That is not a super.
Yeah, didn't confirm correctly. That's unfortunate. The EX, Shuaboo getting another shot at life here. Nice block, no punish though.
The block stream continues. Chip is just not a factor. It does nothing. Overdrive runs out though for Kilo. Back to regular mode. Shuaboo with a huge advantage now in that case. Can still use overdrive. I mean, can still use super.
Got a spot dodge here. Nice throw.
2L frame prep for Shuaboo. Takes it the long comeback through that round. 2-0. I mean, and
yeah, 2-1.
2-1. 2 rounds straight, I should say.
Yes.
That's 2-0 in rounds.
Yeah, 6 is definitely the one to beat, right? You know, just a really overwhelming character and kind of like the game changer for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus when you're really looking at these patch notes. You know, I've said it before on previous streams too, right? Where like fireball changes were really something specifically catered around like 6 and how interactions work. Because if fireballs didn't work the way they do now, 6 is just not a character at this point.
Yeah,
so
true.
everyone had to get those changes. And now on top of that, how rush works if you really start looking at that, and how backshift works, not having the fireball invulnerability, again, very specific catering towards 6. So working around the mechanics, 6 is such a game changer for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which is really interesting. And these are not natural like direct buffs. These are indirect buffs. They're like support for the character, not necessarily just immediately improving, but people have to really work around how 6 interacts with the game now.
A literal game changer in that sense.
Absolutely. So we'll take one more look at the bracket here. We're going to see how it all shakes out because we have lost a couple players, unfortunately, here. Ending up in 7th will both be Prada and Kilo here. We still have more on the way. Gandido and Seth on the losers' quarters here alongside MBK up against Shuaboo, who we just saw. And on winners' finals, we still have Neokarsh and Ren waiting in the works. But first, and foremost, we're going to have to take a gander at what Gandido and Seth do in this losers quarters final. Still first to 2.
Yeah, first to 2, and these are the matches that are like real heartbreakers. I mean, people start imagining their runs in losers quarters or losers semis. Losers semis is real tough, I know, because that's right when you determine who doesn't get the medal, usually. The medal, the top 3 cloud, the podium spot.
Right.
Yeah.
The big pop bonus boosts.
Yeah, so they're fighting for the chance to maybe have their hearts broken there. One of them, anyway. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting how it all breaks down. Zeta, of course, coming back. Seth
and the Kenny Omega shirt, the wrestling spirit. I think that's a Ladiva calling as well.
Yeah, right.
Over 6.
It's going to be very interesting to see how this breaks down once again, too, because it's been a little bit since I've seen these two play.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've seen them play.
Because Gandido is definitely, Gandido's hungry. Hasn't eaten all weekend, has been waiting for that lobster dinner. Yep. So hopefully Gandido definitely gets some grub in, because it's either Gandido eats today by taking it all at CEO, or if he loses, then there's no food in the future for Gandido, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, I mean, really, the quality of the lobster dinner will have to be determined by the placement within the top 8.
Oh, that is, yeah. The grander, look, do you think Gandido wears the belt at that lobster dinner?
I would, definitely assume so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's a very Gandido thing for sure.
Yeah. He might be holding it over his shoulder the whole time.
Celestial View.
Well, we'll see if Gandido makes it back up here, folks. We do have Gandido and Seth, the big handshake here. One is going home, and it's going to be a heartbreaker either way you look at it.
There were 4 hands in that handshake. The players cooperatively warming their hands. Absolutely ready to put their all into this. And so is the crowd. So is Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. After about 5 more seconds, let's see it.
It's a PS4 Pro. Come on now. Let's go.
We're here. It takes a long time to travel to space.
One provided by Gaming Generations is also going to be helping out Evo as well, too. So, like, these PlayStation consoles have been ready, and they've been doing a tremendous job, too. Power cycling these consoles to make sure everybody is in a fair and even competitive environment to the best of the ability that they can. So, big shout-outs to the not only just the production, but the workers out there as well, too. Staff has really been helping folks out to have an excellent tournament experience, too.
Yeah, and the players having their share of that right now as the match gets started. And it's Gandido trying to stay away, shooting some lasers, right? Likes to do so against Ladiva, who is burdened with a slower roll than the rest of the cast. Extra 10 frames of recovery on that forward roll. So any kind of zoning, even though Zeta's projectile is kind of more of an anti-zoning projectile, it can still become pretty useful from kind of half-screen, full-screen distance. Especially when you start punishing things by holding it a nice, immediate back shift from Gandido, escaping the standing reset pressure seeking situation with ease.
Another Pogo series right there does confirm Gandido going to get a grip of damage here. Goes for the hard knockdown.
Yeah, great to do off those 2 U's.
And, the Pogo is a great decision on the Oki as well, too, right? Because if we decide to get cheeky with the command grab, like, there's nothing that Seth can really do about it. You're already taken to the skies.
Yes, and it's wise to be in the skies when you're up against Ladiva with SSBA available. Because they are trying to rob you with a 40% 1-frame command grab all the time. Any situation they can steal the turn with it, they will.
See, again, got the double Pogo this time and immediately confirmed, and Gandido is running away with it here, being able to play their game.
Oh, was that a meaty overhead attempt? The data can be pretty good on those, but I think Gandido pressed it a little early cancel.
Okay, another poke attempt here. Seth being very patient. Ooh. Oh no, straight right down.
Can't fault Seth for looking for the 2H. That's a big look. And punishes the back shift with Lariat, but only combos in the corner, unfortunately. So it's still the long-term battle for Seth, who finally has taken Gandido to the corner. But Zeta escapes with ease. 1 super jump later, she's out. Also in the air, once she's super jumping, she's got Spear of Arvis to move around too, so she can just be hard to catch. Grappler Nightmare right here. That unreactable spear, kind of its own projectile. 2L confirmed. Very safe and easy and reliable for Gandido. Basically, both rounds, Gandido ended up with 40% left, but never ended up taking the kind of fully convertible sequences from Ladiva. Got hit by errant hits like sweeps, but was able to always block it out and retreat. Might be a character switch for Seth. I could understand. Yeah, straight to the 6. With a sheesh.
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 Could get a sheesh in the crowd.
Yeah. We got about 100, maybe 200 Shishes back there.
You know,
that's almost as many as we had in bracket.
Fun fact, that is my follower notification on Twitch.
Wow.
It's yeah, I got the crew to Shish.
Nice.
And that's the constant notification.
You should change your follower notification to that sheesh we just heard, which was hopefully picked up on our mics.
Yo, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Sheesh versus
Sheesh.
Zeta.
Sheesh.
Maybe I like that second one too. Yeah. Well, will Gandido enjoy the second match as much as we enjoyed that
Battle
break?
1. Engage.
Will it be relaxing? No, probably not. It'll be really stressful.
Okay, nice catch and spot dodge right there. Yeah, I feel like Gandido is definitely ready for this one. Gandido despising the character 6.
Oh, really? Okay, that means for sure he's put in the most work.
Oh, yeah.
A well-researched player, student of discipline, right? Always
I mean,
teach
of course,
people how to
too,
do things.
knew for a fact that they were going to go up against Ren, too. So
Yeah.
trying to find that counterplay. So maybe we'll get a little bit more of that here up against Seth. And I don't blame Seth for this character swap either. Like, it's a tall order for Ladiva to try to close the gap against Zeta, especially, too, Gandido had the Ladiva tech, so...
Yeah. Nonetheless, though, whether you're Ladiva or 6, it's pretty tough to block that Zeta Pogo mix. And Zeta with the confirmable low and super 2 hits naturally there for him. Puts Gandido on set point already.
Nice anti-air.
If you don't want to block the mix, parry is there for 6.
Right?
But you can't rely on it for too long. It's always got to be EX if you're trying to get out. There's
There
one.
it is. No sooner than you said it here. Oh, rolled right into danger. Seth in trouble, already put back into the corner. Try to get a whiff throw out of there, which is why Gandido backed off. Nice, got a pogo coming through in the side swap.
Yeah, and all the way back to mid-screen to kind of erase the damage that would have been done by cornering oneself. And there is the far age counter hit confirmed. Gandido will only miss it once on stream, and he's already back to hitting it with ease.
Absolutely.
A 2-0 victory for Gandido, advancing deeper into losers. And like I alluded to earlier, the losers bracket will be long. A long run.
Get your hands off
for
me and
Gandido.
celebrate your victory.
Yeah, Seth is just as eager to celebrate as Gandido. And I think he's definitely a protagonist going through losers right now.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. Like, Gandido is definitely quite the character for sure, especially he loves to ham it up here, but always does it for the love of the game. And I think that is such a key factor of, you know, Gandido as a person, as a player. And honestly, that goes to say for the entirety of, like, this top 8 and just the Grand Blue community in general, especially when you're talking about the NAPC Discord, too. Like, it is all nothing but love and growth there. And sure, you have some light rivalries here, like ribbing, of course, because rivalry is important in competition. And Gandido is definitely no slouch to putting it out there to try to give some folks motivation.
Yeah.
Something, a bar set, basically, to try to, you know, conquer when you're coming out. So
That's whether it's a coastal rivalry or a national rivalry, the kinds of rivalries that we can gather information by looking at the bracket right here. We've got some flags to look at.
yes.
Puerto Rican flags for Neokarsh and Gandido, both still alive in the bracket. Japanese Ren waits in winners finals, and a couple more Americans going to play some matches in losers. That's MBK and Shuaboo, a West Coast versus Florida matchup that I think we will be going to next.
Yes, absolutely. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how this goes down too. MBK, of course, with some phenomenal reactions, but Shuaboo really locking it down as well with the 6th play.
Lockdown's the name of the game.
Exactly.
You're completely contained blocking 6. The frame traps are just a little sharper, a little bit more fine-tuned on that character than pretty much everybody else.
Yeah.
Stays in your face. And those are the kinds of characters that often are successful in tournament. The very strong rushdown character that commands you to play at a pace you're just not normally comfortable with and don't normally have to.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like that's kind of the name of the game, right? You pick a character that's not going to allow the opponent to play. That gives less opportunity for them to react onto you and exude their style of play and potentially just destroy you as well. Just being able to counter your play, because even we saw that where in Gandido's previous set, right? We picked the 6 because we want to compete against Zeta, but Gandido already has the tech, right? Already has the knowledge of this matchup, knows that I don't like this matchup, I don't want to let you play either. Like, regardless, whether it's Ladiva or 6, you are not allowed to have a turn.
We're sitting together, sure, both of our controllers are plugged in, but the objective all along the way is a one-player game.
Absolutely.
And they will be a little bit cooperative here in helping each other out. Check buttons, button check, combo check. We'll see what songs they pick. I assume they got the right character. Nope, they're definitely not playing these characters. Made it very clear that it was a button check with these character choices. Looking like Season 1.
Right?
Yeah. Love this green field stage.
That's nice, you know,
Yeah.
especially in the Grand Blue Fantasy anime as well. You know, they still show that off.
I would venture to say that Grand Blue players have the most spiritual trips traveling to a major like CEO because our game takes place in the sky. We're all Skyfarers playing this game.
Right.
And so when I was on my flight,
Belial.
I opened up my window and I looked at the sky the whole time. I felt right at home.
Yeah, no islands in the sky, though,
No,
unfortunately.
no islands
So
and no
that's,
other airships.
Yeah,
Didn't see any. Air traffic control did a great job.
they
making
did
sure
a
of
really
that.
good job. I've
Yeah.
only seen that happen one time. I think that's very rare.
You saw another plane from your plane?
Yeah, like
have been near
we
an
were going
airport.
opposite directions.
Oh,
and,
okay,
you know, like they were way below us, but you know that's also terrifying to think about. Like that,
Yeah.
we were that close.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool. That's cool.
yeah. Really good time, really cool fist bump here, and really cool crowd enjoying some Grand Blue versus, and folks at home as well enjoying it.
Yeah, I hope you're not feeling too cool. Let's get warm, cozy up, and you know, get some friction going with applause. Maybe that'll warm up the venue.
Yeah.
Losers quarters action, I think it is. Big match in the grand scheme of things. Shuaboo has grand ambitions. I was talking to them about the kind of run they wanted to have here. Really make a statement. Yeah. MBK didn't get to talk to them about it, but I'm sure they feel the same way.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Belial coming back at you once again. Pinwheel setups here. And look, this is going to be absolutely phenomenal against 6, especially at this range here. You're expecting the rush down to come through, checking EX Berserker Barrage to try to close the gap. Nice challenge from Shuaboo.
Oh, and another counter hit consecutively. MBK was caught mashing.
No.
Oh, these throw checks aren't doing anything, but DP does for MBK, the first big defensive W.
Nice parry. What a call out there from Shuaboo. And
Yeah.
still going for these throws, and this is the condition starting to begin. Strike throw is going to be the name of the game in this set here. Trying to catch MBK, whiffing a throw to get the counter hit.
You know what's great about parry is you can't use it wrong. Whether you keep the threat around to discourage people from rushing you down later, or you use it immediately to stop the sequence before it starts, it is always valuable to you. Hey, so you can't use parry wrong, right?
No, not at all. What a solid read. Like, decades before MBK even knew that the button was going to come out. And Shuaboo said, I got you in neutral, my friend.
We're not used to not seeing big yellow flash for H version of parry. That was regular parry for the kill, keeping it in. And there's some clone pressure. Gamma Blade, as some might say. And here's Shuaboo arriving nearly at super already. This was an offensive sequence.
Oh, wow. The big jump is whiff throw. That is really unfortunate here.
Next thing could be a throw to kill. Maybe super. Oh, it's overdrive. Now anything. Man, that does a ton of chip too.
Yeah, really smart in this corner, too. So, again, full health here. May as well spend it because you get so much utilization out of it. So many benefits, including chip damage on normals as well, too. So, why not, basically, right? And you still have access to Skybound Art if you get a confirm. So, a great usage there from Shuaboo, planning the long game.
Yeah, the defense buff is nice too, just passively.
Exactly.
You're encouraged to do it, to mount the comeback under any circumstance.
And honestly, that's what I really like about this build of the game is that you're getting so much meter for a lot of your interactions.
Right, and so it incentivizes you to be aggressive, and no one better at doing that than 6, or perhaps Shuaboo piloting 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another one.
what are you supposed to do? He recovers instantly.
Oh, but didn't believe, so no confirm already. 100 meter, great DP for MBK. Those are the reactions we're looking for here. But the parry right back to the corner, tried the overhead attempt, and MBK already reacted with the 5L.
Yeah, maybe Shuaboo took notice of how many overheads MBK took against
Whoa!
Neokarsh, winner's side. But the long-range 2H counter hit anti-air sends a statement. MBK has a life lead for possibly the first time in the set, and maybe a round lead in this game. We'll see. It's one confirm away now.
And great patience there from MBK, not trying to go for the OS this time, and just decided to block the overdrive. The 2M mess around and find out. Spin it up into victory here. MBK taking that first round.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen how still Shuaboo has typically stayed when fighting against Belial 2M when blocking. That's the reason. 2M counter hits into far H, no problem. It's one of the most efficient counter hit combos over range in the game.
Oh, yes, good weight on the parry. I think we had that a little bit earlier too in the set, but just a bit too early on punish. This time MBK finding it, getting a knockdown as well. 50% health left for Shuaboo here.
Yep. Health could be dwindling. Oh, it's a spot dodge.
Great spot dodge, yeah.
MBK doesn't want to corner himself, really fighting to not back up any more than this particular point. Anything closer, and it'll be wall bounce down. That's huge, and it's the unique sweep into Fireball combo. That was the only way I think MBK could have sweeped out a kill, canceling the Fireball to create the juggle C immediately off sweep. H wouldn't have done the damage, so MBK is always paying attention to that life bar and measuring it exactly for the amount of damage that could kill, and knows which combos can provide some leeway to squeeze out the kill a little early.
Believe in victory.
Right, the last shot here for both players. Six is doing great, but MBK also like really finding the gaps here and making strong reads against Shuaboo. As soon as I say that, get overhead counter.
Yeah, well, you know, no reads on the table there.
Yeah.
This strike throw is not considered to be a true fighting game mix-up, but I think that's not true against Six in particular because the pace of everything is so fast that it seems indistinguishable. Other characters, you can see them running up after they frame trap to try and get a throw.
Right.
Six feels like he just walks and he's already there.
Exactly. Yeah, like it's really scary. It builds up your mental stack, especially in the corner here when you're really trying to pay attention to how Six is going to mix you.
Yeah. And Six with 69 on the timer right there. One of the slower rounds. Took 30 seconds, you know, a 6 round.
Dive there. Oh, no. Yeah, no confirm. That was really unfortunate.
You know, the 6 Rekkas have so many hits in them individually, they take up time, and I think that makes them more convertible. But sometimes you still do a very short follow-up. Wow, counter hit H, just out of range of Osmodius, but MBK has presence of mind to interrupt. Unfortunately faced with a devastating corner position, and Shuaboo on set point, taking the throws could be a recipe for disaster. MBK stops it all with a DP.
Yep, really big DP there. Parry attempt does go unanswered here, but we got the low check here. Shuaboo putting in a grip right here, and that shouldn't do it because we didn't get our animation here, but the dive, calling out the overdrive, that was absolutely OD.
Yes, how about the pyrotechnics on reaction too? They knew, it's almost like they knew sooner than we did that 6 dive kick was going to whiff punish the overdrive activation.
It was a snipe if I ever saw one. Absolutely beautiful snipe there. Shuaboo closing it out.
I thought that the overdrive activation was such a large hitbox in like 360 degrees, but you know, turns out 6 has some privileges, and that's not even the first time we've seen that interaction. It's played out a couple times, so it's always intentional, I think, and very convenient too for Shuaboo and for 6.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That timing in general, just a hard read from Shuaboo there too to recognize the situation. MBK might be going for that overdrive situation there, and just finding the space and trying to re-snipe out, because at worst case scenario it gets blocked and then you just have to hold the block, and either that you get the win, which we just saw. So Shuaboo will be moving on as well into this bracket here, but first we got to go through a glorious winter finals here. Ladies and gentlemen of the arena, make some noise. Neokarsh up against Ren. Winners finals coming to you here at CEO 2022. The reigning champ is coming back, and Michael Jordan wants to put a ring on another finger.
Michael Jordan Karsh.
Yes.
Number 23.
23. Royal Airness out here. And as you can see here in this bracket rundown, we just had Gandido come up against Seth with a 2-0 victory, sitting in the loser semis. MBK and Shuaboo just went down. Shuaboo will be going off against Gandido. This top 4 is looking pretty aggressive right now.
I would say it's looking pretty too. You know, all these players, they make the game
immaculate.
Look nice.
Yes,
the game always looks nice anyway, but
always looks great. If you want to appreciate the game even more, buy it yourself for $20 on sale on Steam right now.
Yes.
So
do that, or gift it to your friends if you already have it. Honestly, spread the good word.
Force your friends to play video games with you. Do it.
It shouldn't be too hard.
None at all.
And you know, it's not too hard to convince them to fall in love to the extent that they fly out to Orlando or Daytona, end up here at the next CEO, have a chance to play in the ring. I wonder what they're exchanging some words about. They're like English or Japanese voices, and hopefully agreed Japanese like it already is.
Go with whatever your heart believes. You know,
there's some people in this crowd that might be screaming for English voices if they were given an opportunity. Maybe people in the chat online too.
Right. And they're going to go right with a button check here. You know, it's sitting kind of cooled down a little bit, right? Because you're on your winner's finals side here. All right, so here's the tough question, though. Who's got this? All right, folks, I want to hear it. Who do you think's got it? Let's hear it for Neokarsh.
A lot of people here
A lot
for
of people, a lot of
Neokarsh.
people. But let's not forget, reigning champ Ren.
Returning.
Who's got it for Ren?
The people love Ren too.
Yeah.
And surely a lot of noise being made over the international online space.
Oh yes, absolutely.
At various times, possibly in AM hours. Although that's only something we say here, AM or PM.
Yeah, that's true. 24-hour clock is
Yeah.
the superior clock, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, gonna get this button check in here. Folks have been rooting it out here. You know, like, we are missing Rowlet out here screaming. That's the one thing that we're missing. The recognizable fan of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, of course.
NAPC GBVS team would be well supported with just one person in the crowd. Ooh, look at that block button. Very functional.
Yes, it does work.
Yes. Allows you to do some funny things in the air. Neokarsh, no stranger. Oh, looks like the moves list has been checked as well.
Yep.
All the inputs have been memorized.
Yes. Instantaneous memory.
It's a nice feature in this game, that moves list.
It
with
is
the
a
video
really cool feature,
descriptions.
right? Yeah, because it has the videos, like you're saying. I think that's a really great benefit for really teaching the game, too. Sheesh. Coming up.
Keep those stars on 3, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna have to DQ you.
Oh, what a threat!
Yeah.
Rounds.
If I see any 4-star life bars, I'm gonna have to flip. I'll stop the match myself.
You
I had
run
someone
it up
try
on
that on
stage,
me
but no.
I had someone try that at a local once.
Really? Trying to up it to 4? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm like, wait, why didn't you die after this sequence that should more than have ended your character's life bar? Like, oh. All right, well, we have to talk about this. It was actually an accident.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could happen, right? You're
Yeah.
trying to switch the weapon, and then instead you got the handicaps going up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here we go. This is it. Winners finals, folks. Ren up against Neokarsh. Puerto Rico up against Japan.
The 3 out of 5 set that the viewers at home and in the arena deserve. This one, I'm sure, will go the distance. As long as Neokarsh is able to slow it down against the 6.
This is actually going to be really important here. Djeeta coming out here. DP is definitely a strong option.
Yes.
Especially the far-reaching normals, too, to kind of check the approach of 6 is going to be really crucial.
Yeah, that nice long cancel window on Djeeta's far H, but already there's the old Berserker Barrage.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Goes through the teleport mix, and a nice tech on the throw from Neokarsh. DP getting out. Dive kick to keep the pressure going. Great frame trap here from Ren.
My gosh, Neokarsh not able to mount much momentum. Near the end of the life bar, hasn't got super yet either.
Becca coming through. Oh, wow. The fireball does roll through. Yeah, that is really unfortunate right there.
Nice. I was happy to see Neokarsh walk up and get the close H punish for most damage possible. Losing some cooldowns, though, on the far end buffer. Ren is happy with that.
Yeah.
Plays yet. Eventually, Berserker Barrage is coming.
And that's so nerve-wracking, too, because at any moment, Ren is going to pull the trigger.
And it's going to safely advance at you and then retreat back to a neutral where Ren's perfectly comfortable, just continuing to be faster on the air or in the ground, approaching at will off the wall. You know, Ren is using the entire 6 arsenal to disengage and engage, basically in accordance with risk-reward. And when there's a lot of cooldowns or when Rec is available, he's a little bit more defensive, right? And then when it's gone, he can go in with leisure. So it's gone now, right? So he goes in.
And that's such a smart way to play this character against Djeeta, right? Like, you know, recognizing what resources are available is so crucial to try to close the gap with a rushdown character like 6 here. Already got the corner position. We're going to hold the corner.
Yes, keep the super around for the pending combo.
On reaction overdrive, and that was just easy input, so no animation, no kill.
Yes, Neokarsh has a long way to go. Overdrive might be helpful. Could maybe find it off of this knockdown? Or probably going to stick around for super, just get a simple kill, right?
Oh, nice run up throw, going to get teched here.
Look how patient Ren is.
Yeah.
Still contending against that Rekka, which will kill him easily. And there it is, just one more 2M. The old disjoint. That claw sticks out so far.
Absolutely.
And it does so quickly, too. I think that was a counter hit. Not a, I couldn't actually tell if it was a counter hit or a whip punish. But that button will serve you well in either case.
Right.
Quick sip.
Gotta be prepped and ready, you know, and a smart call out too, to even like, just because you won doesn't mean you go right back into it 100% of the time. Take the moment to assess the situation, the match, take note of things that you might have made mistakes on,
I was
or
going to say the same
tendencies
thing.
to, you know, check out.
In that little bit of time where you're just sipping and swallowing water, so many things can resurface. Just giving your brain time. There's things you'll have time to remember even subliminally. But you don't even have to be having a dialogue with yourself. But oh, nice. Punish. Far L combo. Keeps it meterless too, knows the damage won't be too big. Yeah. The knockdown's more valuable once they're in the corner, I think. And so, arriving at the corner, full sequence getting mounted. And with Fireball available, Neokarsh could make a combo happen off of a sweep.
Ooh, great parry here. Gonna get out of the corner. Wow! The cross up from Ren here, able to keep that east side corner here. Nice EX, a grip of damage, and gets the reset. Blocks the DP, gonna get a punish.
Was looking for some kind of airborne close H punish. If there's some hyper-optimal thing there, we might have had a chance to see it, but looks like Ren dropped it and said, that's gonna be it. Oh, it hit. Never mind, sorry.
Yep.
I thought she was going under, but that's a big round victory for Neokarsh.
Exactly.
Needs to keep that up. I mean, it's not... We're still 3 out of 5 territory, but I do think it's going to be Djeeta all the way for Neokarsh.
Okay, nice dive.
Getting a switch from Ren would be pretty satisfying, I think, if you can ever force that out.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting, but I mean, at the way that 6 is playing right now, I don't think you go for the switch.
Yeah, definitely not, definitely not.
All right, got our knockdown here. Nice jump Q.
Ooh. Berserker Barrage counter hit. I think Neokarsh whiffed the normal and then pressed another one, and that's what Berserker Barrage hit. It just has such a likelihood of making contact with all those active frames and all that distance it covers. Narrowly out of range of the combo off Fireball was Ren. Neokarsh thankful for that, able to stay alive and find a counter hit in the clash situation. Great to be aggressive. SSBA backing him up. Neokarsh could find a kill on anything, basically.
Oh, caught.
Oh,
yeah,
found the
but
bash.
still able to wow, what a challenge right there on the dash through.
Yeah, great awareness. Don't want to let them get away with anything easy. We've seen players fall so quickly to something that is silly in retrospect, like a 6 side switch.
Okay, checking with the crouch M.
Chip will kill Neokarsh.
Has to be so careful. Goes for the big charge of the Fireball. Risky throw.
Oh!
Oh my God, the run-up throw.
You said risky throw once. That was the one that got teched. How about the
Yes.
second one? Just as brave. Makes a lot of sense to run up because delayed throw tech, very negative. Gives you another chance right away.
Absolutely.
You know? It's a habit a lot of people have to close out a set, and I think it was razor sharp and finely tuned to bring it out at this moment to tie it up.
Okay, again, taking another moment. We saw a little bit there where you talk about the second normal coming out from Neokarsh. That was a moment where Neo kind of just looked down at the stick, like maybe a misinput had happened. Like, oh shucks, like I shouldn't have hit that extra button.
Yeah. Don't want to be too critical of yourself.
Right, exactly.
Save it for the between match situation. Whoa. I think Ren wanted to press something and stood still thinking that something had been pressed. And that situation, Neokarsh uses to put in a lot of damage. Has only DP, so I figure a throw is coming too.
Yeah, oh, missed the spot dodge on the overdrive right there. We had it set up. Nice DP, gonna get the counter hit punish.
Yeah, deep DP, all 3 hits, and that's a kill.
Wow.
Neokarsh takes the lead for the first time in the set, and our North American audience here at CEO erupts in fervor.
I mean, that was from the very tip of the sword, too. That 2U sweep punish was absolutely phenomenal, but even just as phenomenal, this counter hit overhead here in the corner, big grip of damage, and we're spending all the abilities in this corner here.
I can't help but wince in reaction every time I see it coming. No matter what you're saying, I'm just going to scream when I see an overhead about to punish a throw tech.
EX barrage, and we are still chasing Neokarsh, trying to make something happen. Trying to challenge the 5H there. Counter parry, okay.
Whoa! So dangerous to just charge unique action against Berserker Barrage.
Nice.
But I think Neo had accepted that anything is dangerous against 6 when Neo's life is so low.
Battle 3, engage.
They're skipping every outro too. They just want to play.
Wow, great dive kick up. Whoa, and a 2L check. Neokarsh, great call out there. The parry just a little bit too early to try to punish.
Yeah, Ren brought out the delayed parry for that reason. All these secret, even bigger brain options available. And they only get more effective as a longer set goes on. Playing with timing gets more relevant as the set
Right.
goes on.
Oh, big back step there with throw. Is going to get punished here. Neokarsh trying to take command in this east corner here.
Oh,
Yeah.
another counter hit. Quick with the DP, Neokarsh. Basically, dead even on life with Ren.
Oh, no, 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 no. Not like this. Immediately into Skybound Dart. This is going to be devastating.
Yeah.
A touch away from death. Just needs one more mix or
A throw
even a
will do it
throw.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Neokarsh is still fully loaded. If we see one of those anti-air close H's or 2H's, I think it could, nothing of the sort. Running up on the ground. That's what gave Neokarsh a previous game victory.
Yes.
Ren with inerrant awareness and a lot of life left to play with. Threw out the parry and immediately killed with it. And getting a kill with the parry is such a relief.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you don't want to keep playing when you no longer have that defensive option available to you, and they've already punished you for it. It's way scarier after.
Right. Especially in that interaction, too, because, like, had the parry whiffed entirely, then Neokarsh would have taken it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Victory. Battle
Would have needed just an H or a super, basically.
Right.
All that corner carry on a downed opponent. Unfair.
Okay, good wake-up parry here. Running. Ren able to make that connection here. Going to push over to the corner.
Yeah, it looks like a crouching exclusive link that Ren just hit. Got a close H afterwards. Great damage.
Oh, no. That's not what we want to see, the counter hit. And not a huge follow-up, but look at the life deficit you're already at.
There's another crouching combo, 2L into 2M. Ren always optimizing. The parry gets thrown, and this is that devastating situation. But another secret defensive option now. Overdrive, not so secret. Created last patch. As just in case 6 needed another way to escape the corner, you know? Ren has it in his back pocket, thanks to 100 meter. Building up that meter again is Ren. Look at it on just the Rekka, it built like 20%.
Exactly, and that's a part of the changes we've had. I feel like that was one of the stealth changes that they made too, because even with Terra, same thing, like gets exponential amounts of meter available on block too. So Ren already going to push this corner to the EX once again. Nice little reset after this.
Yep, both got full meter now. They've been competing. If Neokarsh wants to continue competing, they need a round victory right here and right now. Ren is on his way to it. Could be Grand Finals winner's side in just a few moments. Waiting on the overdrive, it makes contact. That's a good victory for Neokarsh, no longer chippable.
Right.
They can't get hit, don't want to lose access to that overdrive stage.
Oh no! Tried to wait for it, but still, again, too early.
Oh! No punish. There was an accidental 2H from Ren. Neokarsh still gets to play just possibly a little bit longer. We'll see. Fried in the end. Amazing reactions on the pyrotechnics. Kind of sounded like a fireball went off right when 6 threw that air fireball. That was immersive studio sound.
This is the new 4D experience you're gonna feel at your next FGC event. Tell you what, actually,
I might say
scratch that. It is only a feeling you get from CEO.
That's right. Only at the Ocean Center you get those pyrotechnics. And Ren excited to have more of them, perhaps going off at to his leisure, at his pleasure in Grand Finals winner's side. Neokarsh has to wait for the losers finalists to be determined back in loser semis.
Yes.
First to 2 territory we return to, the shorter set. We'll see.
Yeah, we will absolutely see, because that's going to be a tremendous telling here as to how the rest of this bracket is going to shake down. Neokarsh is going to be waiting a little bit for that losers final set, but Gandido up against Shuaboo is going to be really, really interesting. Again, another one of those heartbreaker matches, right? You want both to advance. That's the problem with Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I love all y'all, and I don't want any of y'all to lose, but somebody's got to lose, and it's so hard to keep watching it, but it's great competition. I'm going to be stuck here watching it, but I have a few ads to go over right here. We want to take a quick gander at some of those. See, I told you we'd be back real quick. We just had to take a quick gander of all the products out there. I'm still making sure that Controller Chaos has my Xbox controller up there before I leave.
It's amazing how fast we ran and did that, huh?
Yeah, no sweat at all either in this Daytona heat. We're still doing pretty good. All right. So, we're getting down to it. Our top 4.
Yes.
Top 4 in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. We've gotten all the intros done and through. And now, loser semis back at it again. Someone's got to go home. Let's take a look at that bracket. Gandido up against Shuaboo. again, look, the rest of these are going to be nothing but heartbreakers. Like the whole first round of top 8 was a heartbreaker, right? But now it's really getting down to it.
This is the final first to 2 as well.
Yes.
So that may be more or less heartbreaking for some of you. But honestly, for the victor who reaches 2 games soonest, they are happy it's over as soon as it's over. These players surely intimidate each other to a degree. You know, they cultivate a lot of respect on their respective coasts. Gandido, Floridian, East Coast, you know, for life. And Shuaboo took the expensive flight out here to the East Coast to invade Gandido home territory.
And that's the thing. It's so rare for these players to interact. Like, if you think about previous online events like Ronin Rumble, for example, where they were separated and only would ever see against each other if they made it to the grand final combination, right?
Those grand finalists always known to have the best cross-country internet connections.
So, I mean, like, it's been a really great treat to be able to see, you know, these very consistent games across the board, too. So, and even still, like, they do their best at trying to compete as well because in other online brackets and exhibitions as well. So definitely stay tuned for more of those because there's still plenty of Grand Blue content coming out. We still have another character on the way.
Yeah,
and
that's
who knows
incredible.
what that means beyond that, too, because potentially there could be another season on the way.
It's incredible.
Nothing confirmed.
Yeah.
But our hopes are certainly up, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, my hopes have been up for a long time, and honestly, like, my dreams were satisfied by these new mechanics. Came out of nowhere and made the game feel so different and fresh. And they're so significant, too. Everybody's using them nearly constantly.
Yeah.
And the higher up we go in the bracket, I honestly think the more they are being used in a wider variety of applications.
Yeah. Yeah.
The defensive use of Rushdown is something I like. And Rushdown, the strike, you know, it's strike immune, not projectile, and not throw. So we might even see some people throwing these at some point on reads.
Yeah, it's really fascinating, too, because, like, meter was generally reserved for really strong combo enders when it came to Skybound Art or Super Skybound Art. And now we're seeing a faster cadence of refills on meter, more usage when it comes to those new mechanics between Rushdown and Backshift as well. And even the Overdrive mechanic being such a cool game changer, too. Like, it really just adds a different layer to the game that really makes it, one, a little bit faster, but also just you're seeing more utilization out of meter. And I think that was a great pull for the game, too. Like, just to see that broad expanse of utilization out of the entire toolkit rather than reserving meter for only 1 or 2 specific instances. You could see some cases where players get to throw out a couple Skybound Arts in a really reasonable fashion, whereas before it was only 1 around, basically, right?
Yeah,
so
it's interesting. It's hard to say if the game was truly made faster or slower in general, because I think any round with an overdrive is always slower. People want to make use of them. They don't want to get hit randomly and lose overdrive meter.
Right.
And they won't be taking as much damage or taking as much chip, so rounds won't end as prematurely possibly there.
Exactly.
And like Backshift will return people to neutral. That exchange, you know, could possibly prolong things and make it longer. Yeah,
and it also gives almost a reversal option as well. Again, much like that in Street Fighter V when they added it too.
Yeah.
For characters that don't truly have a reversal, so you do have a defensive option in the corner.
Yeah, and for those of them that already had reversals, they have another one.
There you go.
It's interesting because, like, sometimes when people think about fast or slow, slow is not neutral, but how much time people just spend, like, blocking or being forced to block. By returning to neutral, people are both moving and the game looks a little faster. There's more interactions, but I still think the clock will go longer now than before.
True. All right, so here we go. 6 back at it again, up against Zeta. And, you know, we've seen this before, right? Gandido, look, we love it here. Loser semis right now. Shuaboo and Gandido. Don't let me interrupt the crowd here. The crowd is here to enjoy Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and enjoy these players. But we've been in this seat before, right? Gandido going up against another 6 player.
Yeah, you want to know why you can't interrupt the crowd? It's because they're louder than you for Gandido.
Yes.
It's no matter what, we can't even talk loud enough to interrupt them.
We're going to give hope to Shuaboo, too.
Yeah.
Okay, nice EX dive and the parry.
Oh, they're playing Existence, too. Can you believe it?
I mean, it's such a sad song, but so fitting for this, right? The final fight between these two good friends as well.
Yeah. Fellow cultivators who've seen big leadership roles they've settled into. And they lead by example. Here's the play. Here's the 2L into unique action low confirm. Also crouching exclusive. Gandido recognizes it.
Yes.
Optimizes and gets another kill. Puts himself on the board with a lead.
Player 2 wins. Battle 2.
Existence is speeding up now for round 2.
Yeah.
As Asan speeds up, does 6 speed up? Does the pace of the match go to his favor?
I feel like it's one of those rhythm things, you know? Like, you get into it as the music activates, you start to get into it more. I've seen cases like that.
Yep, totally. Especially anyone that plays their own character theme.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the far end. As a juggle doesn't really work as well as the age, but it was the only thing fast enough. You can't fault Gandido for trying.
No.
I think he knows how unstable that is.
Okay, nice check right there, too. Going for the Berserk Barrage. Oh, tries to parry attempted just in time, too, for the punish. Gandido going to push to this East Coast.
Yeah, right where he belongs, right?
Exactly. Home front advantage here.
With Gandido on Shuaboo's west and the corner, the East Coast crowd to the east. That's where Gandido takes his first victory.
Coast as well, too.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's East Coast when you get thrown into it that high. Gandido with a full bottle of water.
Yes.
I think
Ready to hydrate.
He must have got a new one for this section of the bracket. He's surely been through a couple earlier in top 8.
Well, honestly, and eating a snack, too. Okay. You know what? Look.
Athlete.
Yeah, seriously, you got to stay energized, hydrated as well. You know, you'd be surprised how many problems can be solved by simply staying hydrated.
Yep.
Like, seriously.
Commentators know this well, of course.
Like, say you got a headache in the morning. What if you drank some water? You know, like, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, a headphone switch. Maybe some audio configuration.
Yeah, maybe
optimize.
missing some sound here. You know, sound cues are really important in this game too, right? The one great example I always call out is Belial's EX command grab.
Oh yeah.
And even just his regular command grab, because you hear it first before you can really react to it, and sound is received so much faster than actually visually seeing it. So missing out on a sound effect, it can really cause like such a detriment to your gameplay in a lot of cases. Like, sure, you come to events that might not have sound stations, but since partnering with Astro, it's been just a solved problem. Every station having the mix-up box ready and set at the station, so you just plug right on in. They're offering free rentals for the Astro headsets as well, which are absolutely great to be wearing at an event as well. Like, they're keeping them clean. They're helping folks, you know, perform at their peak level, and of course they just released a new line of colors, and gosh darn it, everybody is releasing some sort of product for me to just have to wear. This apparel looks great out here. I've been at the Panda booth. The Astro colors right now, they have the, you know, the pink and the blue and the synthwave colors that are going right now. Like, yo, you're hitting my aesthetic right now. Like, Astro, please.
They know it. They know it well.
They know me too darn well that I'm irresponsible with my money, and I will absolutely buy anything that hits my aesthetic. Absolutely.
The last Daytona CEO merch line had the neon synthwave stuff as well.
You know I bought that stuff too. And I had to buy the new shirts as well too. The sweatshirt looking dope. Just when I need another sweatshirt.
Yeah. Just don't stop sweating in those shirts.
Yeah, I used to say like I don't like, because everyone else wears it, right? So I don't wear the event apparel at events because I don't want to look like anyone else. I have to be very unique. Very difficult for me to do, you know, going to events if I don't know.
Looking
if you see
unique with your glasses. And your
There's
hair.
no way that you'll be able to pick me out of a crowd. So if I end up wearing that apparel, and it's getting to a point now, I have so much event apparel because Combo Breaker's been killing it, CEO's been killing it. Like, that's all I got. That's all I got at this point, and I ain't complaining. It's great. Gaming Generation's been on a move lately, especially trying to make that apparel.
I was walking around the venue floor yesterday. This is also about apparel. And some Western Digital, two nice ladies with a camera were like, all right, strike a pose, and then you can win a free shirt. I did the Rich Girl Sweep for them. Okay. And Rich Girl Sweep, I don't know who's a representative of it in this game. It's certainly not either of these characters. They're playing, so we're getting right back to it. And me, whatever shirt I'm wearing, I'm excited for this match. That's guaranteed. True versus Gandido continues.
Oh, wow, the big teleport right there. What a call-out, too.
Gandido just blocks for so long.
Oh, yeah, the patience, the overhead, but not going to get it confirmed. My goodness.
A prayer answered. I don't know who sent it, but got heard.
Yeah, the roll through here got the 2L, and what a capitalization here from Shuaboo. A grip, a damage, nice check on the overhead.
Yeah, a little bit of a combo drop from Shuaboo, going for 2L and a close H. I know that exists. It's pretty hard, though.
Right. Okay, gonna hold this overdrive here.
Hey, that kind of reminds me of that Soul Calendar mechanic, how it pushes you back. Soul Rush or something? That's crazy. Full screen pushback on every overdrive activation.
Right?
Rocket.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah. Anyway, this is going to do a lot of damage. Chip's going to be relevant for both of them. It's definitely not killing though. Overhead will, obviously throw will. Gandido though, he's just about chippable. I think he can block one more thing. And if you get counter hit, then you're dying.
Yeah, you definitely can't block if you're getting counter hit.
Yeah, you're so busy being active, performing a move in
Yeah.
startup, as they say.
Jeez, the parry fishing for it here.
You can hear him doing that regular parry sometimes, and like you mentioned, it doesn't have the sound cue, so often it won't go as punished as easily. And that's 2 overhead counter hit combo drops for Shuaboo. What is conventionally the biggest opportunity, it leads to the most damage.
Exactly.
And it looks like Shuaboo doesn't even need it for a quick way to speedrun the life bar. I mean, I don't want to count Gandido out, but
It's very interesting to watch this play in the corner from Shuaboo. I'm getting some shades of Ren play, like, which is still very different in a way, because like when Ren's in the corner doing these teleport mixes, right? Like it's very snappy, very aggressive. You're starting to see Shuaboo take a couple steps back and then put the teleport in.
Yeah, yeah. Ren more like gets to the point. He enjoys the brutality of the mix, where Shuaboo very safely kind of hunts and was more about the containment than the rushdown.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Shuaboo will hang out under the timer, right? The classic fighting game strategy of cornering your opponent and then just restricting the escape option by standing under the timer. It's a good range for Berserker Barrage right there. Opponent at the wall.
All right, both hydrating, taking a moment here to chill out and go into this next one. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking. I totally get it, right? Top 4 position here, but only one gets to advance to get a guaranteed top 3.
Back when the 3 out of 5 will begin again.
Right.
2L map. Oh, 3 2Ls in the far L. Wow, she's got reach on those legs.
Yeah, she does. I mean, look at this. Got the full arm to fight too.
I think Rhapsody, as a reversal, just lost the second hit of close age from Shuaboo.
That was actually crazy.
Six is putting in a lot of work on his own. Just those 2 hitting normals.
Back shift goes for the air to air. Does that? Are you serious?
Yes, yes. It was the counter hit air to air, which allows for the natural combo pickup. The first strong response we've seen against Rhapsody intentionally. Nobody's air to aired it that well so far.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. What a call out from Shuaboo.
That's the type of "it's gonna be me, not you" type call out.
Yes.
Yes.
Another beating for you here. Great block, able to follow up as well.
Great corner carry, especially by Zeta standards.
Good parry.
And parry into a safe trap out of the corner is such a big deal. Gandido has to do all this work again to move Shuaboo back to a corner where some combo can wall bounce and kill. Super is nearly arriving though for Gandido.
Oh, yep, already committed, so going to get pushed back by overdrive.
Yeah, overdrive. Gandido's in a great position to take this 2L, 5L super.
Oh, no, that's a big counter hit. You don't want to see one of those, especially when you got OD running.
Shuaboo's in a great position to take this with a media overdrive. Taking a little bit more life off Gandido, including a life lead now for Shuaboo.
Yeah, Gandido was really trying to go for that OS right there, mashing 5L. Oh, no, watch the low, and it's anybody's game still, but overdrive is in Shuaboo's favor, so.
The difference is
oh my God, the thrust to snipe out the dive kick. Gandido taking a round and still surviving in this loser semifinals.
Gandido said, meet me there, meet me there. This third hit, it will kill. Last game, last round for both players. Critical round for the course of the rest of the tournament.
And try to check right here. Oh, nice block on the overhead.
Yes, important to not get reset there. That would have been devastating.
Block, nice.
And Gandido's out. Great conversion off Rhapsody, kind of using it as a parry. And all the way back to the other corner now, the throw secures it. Just about equal life.
Okay, great parry here.
Maybe, I don't know what kind of super or overdrive play will be made yet.
That's a reach. That is a big reach right there. EX going to spend it on the super.
No damage.
Yeah, and that was the full input as well, too.
Yeah, you saw the good on there.
Yeah.
Gandido can nearly kill him on touch if he finds a big counter hit like an overhead. Oh! It's not going to kill, though. Here he comes all the way to the corner. A throw might do it. There. What could it be? A huge miss and a punish! Oh my god, Gandido goes down to an input error, and Shuaboo punishes on reaction. Landing, lag, recovery frames from a jump choice. Must have been trying to, like, do something else entirely. I surely wanted to be in the air.
Yeah, and it's one of those moments, it's a scramble situation. Both of you are one touch away from death, and that's when tensions really start to rise, right? Where it just gets so scary because one mistake will cost you, and it definitely cost Gandido there, unfortunately. Shuaboo will be moving on into this losers finals, and that's going to be up against Neokarsh here, which is going to be really interesting to see this 6 up against Djeeta as well, too.
Yeah.
And, you know, the crowd giving a nice little applause to the performance of Gandido. Well done taking fourth this weekend at CEO 2022. The one that wanted the run back against Ren, practiced well for it, too, but in a gauntlet of 6, one brings you down, and that's going to be Shuaboo. So hope is still alive in this bracket here for the lobster dinners, of course, you know, because Gandido is, you know, unfortunately not going to be eating anything at all because we didn't take it. So that's, you know, it's up to Shuaboo to try to take it and save Gandido. Take Gandido out to, you know, another lobster dinner for that one.
For now, it's just the protein bar of whatever kind we saw him snacking on before the set.
Yep, someone was gracious enough to donate a breakfast bar out there. So
I got one of those from Shuaboo earlier.
Really?
I'm very thankful.
Yeah, what a kind. So again, Grand Blue Crew, really kind. What are you doing? Get in the Discord, get the game.
I'm relying on it in truth.
That's terrifying.
That
That is terrifying that you're only relying on the granola bar out there. There's so many food options.
Hey, it was a particularly filling one, I will say.
Okay.
It was large.
Okay, well, if it was a large granola bar, then who am I to say? All right, so we're getting primed up here. Michael Jordan taking the stage one more time out here. That's Neokarsh for folks that don't understand the lore. You know,
the lore of the number 23 on a red jersey or T-shirt.
Look, there are some young guns out there, okay? Maybe they don't know the dream team, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't know the dream that is being in that stage today. Ren still sitting in grand finals, Neokarsh and Shuaboo in our losers finals. This is it. 2, potentially 3 more sets out here.
Yeah. What a thrill a third set would be.
That's going to be insane, right? Because do you have the run back? Neokarsh maybe feeling warmed up if we get the run back? Or will Shuaboo conquer the 6 mirror and stop the reigning champ from taking home yet another belt?
I think in the mirror, Shuaboo has... I don't know who started playing the character earlier. I do think Shuaboo,
Shuaboo.
Yeah.
I mean, likely Ren was practicing up, right? But
Definitely
we only saw
6
months ago at CEO, right, was Cagliostro from Ren, and it's Charlotta, right?
Yep,
Charlotta. Excuse me. I said Cagliostro a couple
it's
times now, but it's Charlotta.
It's a C name.
C name, short blonde girl.
Yeah, you meant Charlotta every time. Though.
Yeah, I meant Charlotta though. So
it's okay.
Still lockdown character regardless, right?
Yep.
So
the reason we make conjecture about that possible outcome is because otherwise it's a run back of winners finals, as so many tournaments are, and I have no doubt that it would once again be Djeeta from MBK going up against Ren, probably 6 again as well. And they are button checking now with the previous opponent's characters. A little bit of a throwback.
Right.
Yeah. But Neokarsh does not want Zeta.
No, definitely doesn't. Yeah, time will tell in these next couple sets here. Getting down to the wire. This is it, folks. Losers finals. Shuaboo up against Neokarsh. Who
will it be?
Yeah, we got the cheer. We got the cheers.
Yeah, noise is certainly being made.
I'm waiting for y'all to simmer down for 1 second. I'll let you make more noise in just a second. I want to hear it for Shuaboo. Who's got Shuaboo? Okay.
All right. Yeah, there's definitely some Shuaboo people out there.
All right,
also
and
in the
who's
audience.
got it? Who's got it for Michael Jordan?
That's Neokarsh.
Look at that, looking immaculate out there, cheering Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Neokarsh's people are here too, for sure. Bringing flags to an event just to represent, that's always such a big winning play.
You know what, in Puerto Rico, FGC in general has just been on such a tear lately. We're talking Mono, you know, as well,
Street
being able
Fighter.
to conquer CEO last year as well.
Yep, and great runs being made in Mortal Kombat as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Tons. The big pop-off from that Kotal Khan player, I remember. That was a wonderful time. No shortage of crowd hype. I mean, that can continue. We'll see how things go here with Neokarsh versus Shuaboo.
Yeah, the Puerto Rican growth for the FGC community has just been absolutely tremendous out there. And I'm loving the caliber of players that are coming out there. So hopefully we continue to see more as live events open up here. But we're going to open up with this losers finals here. Shuaboo with the opening gambit with the barrage.
Barrage is a great way to describe the nature of Six's offense. It simply doesn't end. It lasts long enough on block that any EX cooldown usually comes back in time for whatever confirmed Six needs. There's already spending Rekka. Gets a kill real quick.
Yeah, this is a tough character to go up against here. You know, again, even though a different style, you're playing up against the player. You understand the Six matchup, but then you're playing up against Shuaboo after the fact.
Delayed to end there for Shuaboo. Good choice, good choice.
Oh, nice counter hit. Great shimmy-wimmy from Shuaboo.
Yeah, psychic on the delay timing. Confirming on that beefy counter hit with all the time that's afforded to him.
Oh, wow, great spot dodge, but Norman freaking Reedus! You're going to get counter hit!
I don't even know if the spot dodge can be called great given what happened after. Maybe he had the DP after the spot dodge to interrupt something. Oh, that's a reset right in the middle of that Berserker Barrage with the overhead.
Yes.
Neokarsh was just sitting there crouching. You know, earlier, I'm pretty sure Neokarsh took a game by mashing DP during a combo where a reset was being gone for. Got to keep that habit up.
Yes.
Can't go reset there. It just speed runs the life bar otherwise.
No kidding. It charged up.
Yeah. Hard to compete in passive meter gain with Djeeta if you let her fire a ball. She's already got a pretty big lead there. Never mind. Sorry, Shuaboo did a dive kick, and now he has the bigger lead.
Got the sweep, so... Nice dive once again. Yikes, here we go.
Was Shuaboo looking for close age anti-air? Does it kind of hit on both sides?
I feel like that's what it was, because honestly, the dance back and forth, trying to jockey for position was so important in that interaction there. But Neokarsh coming on top right now, closing out in this corner, the lockdown, and finding a 5L jab to get out with the EX Barrage.
Yeah, what a luxury that combo's walking right out of burn range. Gonna have to go run a little deeper if you want to catch Neokarsh.
Yes, Neokarsh up on the first round here, trying to make an answer back against Shuaboo.
That's at least one successful one, but you need 2 in a row to take a game. Viejos.
Oh! And able to get a confirm after Neokarsh.
And a full wall bounce combo, basically 50%.
Yeah, I mean, hitting the combo limit no less there. Able to block, great guard button though. Unfortunately, the rush combo coming through.
Tactical move, air-to-air dive kick.
Oh my god.
Did that create a juggle state? I don't know, but I think this is not going to kill. But the problem is what comes after.
Yeah, we have one more. Oh my god, we just got the meter! And that should kill right now.
That's going to kill. Yeah. Wow. Of course, maximum scaling, but you do the longest combo you can, pushing at the scaling, only because it's building you the meter you need to kill with. I was very surprised there.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna get meter in time, but those hits, well calculated from Shuaboo here. And now full screen game, EX Barrage, we gotta get out of dodge.
It's so smart to just reduce how much damage you do just to build more meter.
Exactly. Oh wow, great whiff on the whiff punish on that parry there.
Yeah.
Okay, good stand block. Nice jab out on the overhead here, and this is going to be a grip after the EX holds some more with the fireball.
Yeah, it was close to M. Produced a great juggle state.
Ooh.
Spot dodge cancel on block. What? Oh! Amazing how that always combos well out of the air, too. It makes escaping so difficult.
Has to be so careful, and Shuaboo can definitely get the W here now that we're in the corner position. Counter hit! That should do it right now! Super Sky Mountain Art doesn't even need it. Oh, we're doing it for style, baby!
2-0 lead. Extra style on the no cinematic version. The blue camera. You feel the grand blue energy in the blue super finishes.
Yes.
It's pretty. It's so pretty. It's a pretty number for Shuaboo.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
In game count and round count. Could be not a run back winners finals if one more game passes the way they have been.
Yeah, it's looking real scary right now for Neokarsh. Neokarsh, though, like, doing great in the neutral game, but even better, like, the whip punishing and capitalization from Shuaboo has been tremendous.
Yep, and there, he whip punished 2L with 2M right there. And it's not even that he's reacting to 2Ls, he's just putting himself in a position where the Djeeta 2L won't reach and the 2M will. It's all preemptive. Offense can be very easily achieved just by walking backwards in someone's face.
Nice. Still got to kind of hit even after the parry. Neokarsh definitely needs to make something happen because we already got this corner. One more interaction will do it. Going for overdrive guard break here.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll chip out. Go for it.
Look at Neokarsh. He's sitting there blocking low. Everything has a little bit more blocks on when you're blocking low, but you have to because Shuaboo's representing with 2L, and it makes finding any opportunity to swing impossible.
And the other thing you just pointed out too, right? Just putting yourself in perfect position to set up a 2M. 2L, a couple of them to push back in that perfect range to counter hit. Neokarsh trying to challenge there.
Yeah, there's that 2M again, another counter hit. It's been a terror.
Wow.
Yep. Counter hit 2M.
Reaction
Counter
to
hit
the
2M.
sound. There it is.
Yep. Using every resource, every sense in his arsenal, Shuaboo trying to advance to a 3-0 Grand Finals loser side victory. A big momentum provider, no doubt.
Oh, great spot dodge, but to keep ourselves safe. Overdrive guard crush.
Shuaboo's really stealing that turn after the dive pick. That's going to whip punish. Big W for Neokarsh.
But the parry! All right, we're within chip range too. Actually, we got overdrive up, so we're totally fine. No more chip.
Yeah, but if Neokarsh doesn't find full utilization of this overdrive, it is going to be over. It is a Shuaboo 3-0 victory. And a firm handshake from Neokarsh, who goes out in a not too shabby third place.
Yeah, third place at CEO 2022. Great showing here. Shuaboo, give it the notes as well too on the 6th interaction. Of course, again, it's always about growth within the Grand Blue Fantasy community. Like, it's always like we're trying to uplift each other, constantly improving because, you know, it's just for the love of the game. That's why you see it every week in the PC lobby, whether it just be through the Discord or even just, you know, play nights. You have folks like WASD Gaming still putting out events as well online, and even, you know, Matchstick Melee doing great events too. It's great to see that there's still so much love for the Grand Blue Fantasy community, and even still, games on sale right now. So pick it up, $20 to get the base cast, $40 for the entire kit and caboodle, including color options as well.
We need some of those for sure.
Yes, absolutely. And here we are. We've made it. Let's take a gander at the bracket one more time. The last look you're going to get to see, unless we get that fancy reset, Ren and Shuaboo sitting here in grand finals. It's been a long road this weekend here to get to this point.
Can you believe this looks like an in memoriam? There's only 2 left. All the other sets, they got scores on them. It's the past now.
It's all in the past.
Ren and Shuaboo.
Yeah.
That's it.
And what's crazy too, right? Shuaboo making such a strong losers run. Gosh, 2-1 against Kilo, 2-1 against MBK, and then 2-1 against Gandido, and then just super strong against Neokarsh here. Feeling warmed up by the looks of it, 3-0 against Neokarsh. And now the reigning champ himself, Ren, coming back to defend the title at CEO. Will he take it away, or will Shuaboo come in with the upset? Do we get the 6 mirror, or will Shuaboo opt for a different character? Only time will tell. Folks, we've made it here. Grand Final CEO 2022. Make some noise.
Time will tell, but it's not much time at all now. Just a few minutes. Might see the Charlotta. I don't know. I mean, this could go any number of ways.
Right.
I think that surviving all those 2-1s in losers bodes really well for Shuaboo's clutch.
Right.
The capacity to which they are going to perform, the level of heart they have in it. And, you know, Ren's been flawless. It's been really hard to contest against Ren. Just 1 game each from his 2 opponents.
Right, and it's such a scary situation, too. Just in general, of like, you're going up against Ren. Ren hasn't gone down a single game. And just, like, who does Ren go with? I feel like 6 is going to be the play at this point.
Yeah.
But do we, like, 6 is such a strong pick right now in this build of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. We'll see how Shuaboo feels. Getting some pep talk from the crowd, getting another hydration refill as well, too. We're almost prepped and ready to go. Folks at home, thank you so much for being tuned in and cheering on Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I know that Discord is in there, so if you're looking for getting additional games in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, I guarantee either Zombie or even Rowlet has been pasting Even Blue for Life is actually out here still
Repping
hanging out
the
with
chat.
us. I guarantee Blue is in chat right now, sending out the word.
NAPC, GBVS. Wonderful practice tool for competing out here on the PS4 Pro in the arena.
Yes.
To which they are both plugged in, setting buttons. And they're doing so with the previous opponent's characters. It'll be real quick and efficient. I like it when they do it that way.
Yep.
And then they'll get into the match right after.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, one is going to be going home with that nice fancy belt.
Yeah.
All the entrances have been shown here, and this is it. Like, the tension is huge.
It's the international competition again.
I got a couple questions. I need it. I need to know, who thinks the reigning champ is going to continue their victory streak tonight?
A couple people probably.
A couple.
That.
Okay, okay.
But what do they want?
I want to hear it for Shuaboo. Who's got Shuaboo?
That's your people's champ.
That
this
is
whole
the
continent
people's champ right now.
needs
Look,
this.
the crowd is ready for Shuaboo to try to take the reins away from Ren. But I know there are folks at home cheering Ren on as well, too. Some folks that didn't get to make it out to get to directly cheer Ren on. PGW doing a great job cheering on that crew as well.
Some competitors just rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
I think Shuaboo, you know, I follow the Twitter, right? I read, you know. Shuaboo, not
read?
only, yeah, I'm illiterate,
Okay,
believe it or not.
right.
Sometimes in fighting games, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but Shuaboo doesn't want to just be, like, a top American contender, but wants to be global. And
Yeah.
I think part of the reason that Shuaboo is such a gracious host to the Japanese players and is doing help with translation is because he wants the best competition to prove himself against.
Yeah.
He wants to do what Zombie couldn't do at the last CEO, what Gandido couldn't do in Winners.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is such a big call, right? Of just like, you know, when you are so confident you're playing at that level, you're bringing in, you know, the additional information from overseas as well, because there's so much Grand Blue versus competition that we don't get to see. We're getting into it, getting it started, locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Belial.
It's Belial. He's back. He took a little break from the matches earlier, but he's back now. You should have known. Oh, it's Avatar Belial.
Avatar, I got mixed.
I got mixed. I was like, this doesn't look like the entrance I know.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Although I had referenced that Ren does have an Avatar Belial, and my one-match commentating pools yesterday was his Avatar. A character that we need to learn about pretty urgently.
Yes, this character.
The boss character of the game. And by boss character design standards, you have stuff that feels cheap.
Yes.
You know, if you happen to be in the air when he shoots an air laser, it's unblockable, and it does 20%, and it feels like,
Ooh, great reversal.
Yep, specials into specials, unblockable dive kick. Oh, look, it did a ton of damage.
And the other thing, too, is that it's a lot of risk to kind of work with this character because we're utilizing health for our specials, so that's another resource you have to pay attention to. But the damage. Yo, I tell you what, I can't wait for Super Skybound Art from Avatar Belial. I hope we get it at least once on these speakers.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. I'm actually interested to know if the overdrive health and defense buff makes Avatar Belial take less health away from himself. I don't think so. I imagine it's just what the opponent does. We'll have to take notice of that. He just put himself in chip range, basically, but he's in overdrive, so Ren still has some time to play with.
Oh!
What a reaction.
On the cusp of what was left of overdrive. That is absolutely insane. Pulling the trigger and taking the victory, stealing it away from Shuaboo in the first round.
That was a 1% overdrive super from a 1% of the 1% Grand Blue Fantasy versus player.
Yes.
Absolutely elite choice. Expect no less from Ren.
Nice fireball. Get out of dodge once again. Okay, coming in with the stomps here. Nice dive down. Oh my goodness.
You're doing so much damage so quickly. And you see Shuaboo trying to check with a close L, but wasn't anticipating the air approach. I feel like close L recovers in time, possibly for Shuaboo to 2H afterwards. Have to be aware of the cancel options if Ren takes the air on the next one. Keep everything in mind.
Okay.
Nothing in the way of spot dodge on the laser approach into the teleport cancel.
Oh my goodness, got almost opened up by the aerial fireball here. Nice overhead, no counter hit, thank goodness though, but that's going to be a counter hit immediately going into Skybound Art for the kill.
And then Shuaboo takes a round confidently. I love the choice defensively not to throw tech, but to 2M instead, because 2M is not in counter hit recovery like a throw tech would be. And you can hit somebody approaching you for a throw, you can hit somebody out of the air if they go for overhead and get a combo. So, you know, Shuaboo still managing risk-reward very efficiently, even against an entirely new character to this top 8 and relatively new to the game as well.
Okay, got the flip. Get out of this corner here. Nice 2M mess around. Still find out. Delays the fall.
Kick. Ren knows to be very respectful. Close H anti-air attempt again, right? So Shuaboo knows H has the active frames, but Ren just barely managed to skate by.
Ooh, interesting. Decided to hold the block on overdrive right now. Alright, nice spot dodge.
Yep, got to keep that up, especially if Shuaboo's life deficit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are in overdrive, so no more chip damage here.
Oh.
Nice anti-air to air. Oh my goodness, and the light follow-up right there. Shuaboo taking a game right now, putting up the first point. 1-0 over Ren right now, coming from the loser side.
Yeah, so that counter hit air to air had to be the millimeter, the frame, the fullest extension of that claw from 6. And then even still, Shuaboo had to walk up even closer for the combo. I wasn't sure if it was going to materialize, but Shuaboo is elite and made it happen to take the first game.
Nice, already got pushed to the corner here once again, and look at the life lead, but we're still mashing out. Red, look at the side swap, calls out the parry with a great throw.
And at this level of life, it's about Avatar Belial's sequence. He doesn't care if he's hurting himself for it. His only goal is to kill Shuaboo before he kills himself. Oh,
another one back to back?
Yeah, and look how much damage he did to himself. He put himself actually into SSBA range, which can be pretty advantageous to have that explosive potential.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be on the lookout for that as the set goes on. Oh, with
nice.
punishing the wall bounce dive kick with a float unique action. Avatar Belial, really unique movement options. They can be kind of sluggish, but there's such a wide variety of them that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and there's such utilization out of it, like we're seeing here, just going for whip punishes. Now, we're keeping the pressure in this corner. You thought you could escape, but you're going to get stomped back down to the ground.
Don't do that against Ren. He plays 6. He knows the value of just quickly crossing someone up when you need to make a comeback.
Yes.
Wow. SBA for the kill.
That's crazy. That did grip.
I thought 6 was going to be erased, and there wasn't going to be a 6 on the screen anymore after, given that freeze frame. And I have to say, just given the size of the water bottle, it might be like a lawn battle for Ren, who's looking a little lower in terms of the fill.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it looks to be deceiving. There's a lot of volume in that bottle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It was once very full. It's 1-1 though. Dead even.
Yeah, 1-1 here. Oh, nice dive through the anti-air fireballs here. And rip of damage. Shuaboo trying to run away with it here.
Yeah, the smart kind of low commitment choice. Disengages on the ground. Knows to be afraid of the far end from Avatar Belial. Unlike his brother regular Belial, both hits cancelable on that one.
Nice, and still, you know, this is beautiful because Shuaboo has not been swayed by the counterattacks from Ren at all. The offense has continued to press, and I think that's so important for a rushdown character like 6. If you give any room for Ren to start activating a lot of Avatar Belial's abilities, that's bad news right here, just like this overhead.
Yeah, it's great news for Shuaboo and for North American GBVS. It gives this continent a chance to go up 2-1. And by this content, I mean Shuaboo, the individual who's earning every bit of it.
Right, nice challenge right there with the 2L. That should be the round and the game.
Avatar Belial goes down pretty quick. With winner's bracket, you get this luxury of character experimentation. Maybe you can try and condition them one way with someone else.
Right.
But, I don't know. I feel like Ren's going to ride this one out with Avatar, and then if there is a set 2,
yeah, I'm
might see a
very
switch
curious
there.
about the pick to Avatar Belial, like as far as like countering 6 play. Like, does 6 have the cadence to be able to counter himself in a longer set? That's
Actually,
the curious thing.
I think he might be trying the 6 now.
Okay.
And then maybe going back elsewhere. I don't know about Charlotta in this season or anything.
Charlotta would be very interesting to see as well, too. I mean, thinking about lockdown pressure, she might be able to counter hit. There she is, too. Especially thinking about having Holy Ladder to back you up out of this corner might be helpful, too.
A nice vertical DP that is invincible all the way up, actually. She can hit the air projectile and go through the fireball from 6.
Exactly.
So I think that could be relevant. You might see that happen.
I mean, we saw that too, though, with Avatar Belial. So I wonder if it's more so just having different neutral options. You're not sacrificing your health, and also just, you know, still having a really strong anti-air option.
Oh yeah, I said 6, but Shuaboo was playing 6. I meant to say above the through the laser from Avatar Belial.
Oh yeah.
With Holy Ladder. We'll see. Ball, right? Why not throw yourself as a projectile into the 6 before he can approach you, right?
Yep.
Against a fast character, if you come at them with equal speed, often they're not prepared. It's hard to react when you're running that fast.
Exactly.
So we'll see how the Charlotta can slow it down.
Jump in. Already got the ball going.
Oh, there it
nice.
is. Wow.
EX ladder, yep.
On reaction to dive kick.
Oh, trying to go for overhead here, but already Shuaboo jumping. Nice low challenge there, too, from Ren. Off in the wall, we're going to get a nice little grip of damage here. And the control completely different this time around, because what can Six do out of this corner? Has to find a parry opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, at this level of life, Chip is going to be a problem. There's no character that applies it better than Charlotta.
And being able to get the side swap Chip after, oh my goodness.
Yep. You got Sword of Lumiel does a ton. Ball on its own does a ton. DP, 2 hits of Chip also.
And attack. Another situation though, trying to find the one gap in Shuaboo's offense. And Shuaboo just being very cautious. We earned this life lead, don't want to lose it too quickly.
Earning the space too. Little victories, walking forward. And Ren, by contrast, pretty still.
Nice dance back and forth, the 2L check. Nice throw as well, too. So we got the corner pressure, but the jump out from Ren, able to get 100 bar, got the EX, and a good grip right here. One more interaction. Nice! Immediately spends it into Skybound Art.
Yeah, they call him one set Ren. Sort of Lumiel applying the chip. There's overdrive.
Yep, and already did a spot dodge preemptively, calling out the overdrive activation. Is 2-2. Shuaboo still has an opportunity to get the reset, but Ren looking very confident right now with this Charlotta pick.
Electrolytes flowing through his body as well. This is the canonical Ren character. It would be a return to the podium for Charlotta, on which she belongs. She's standing on one right now.
Right.
It only follows. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
2-2.
Taking a moment, 2-2. Charlotta locked in, and so is Six. All right, EX Fireball coming out. Got our spins. Oh, the whiff throw once again. Perfect spacing from Ren.
Yeah, and that also means Ren isn't afraid to walk back.
No.
Shuaboo might have to bring that 2L into the arsenal again.
I mean, of course, why not, though? You're charging if you're walking back, right?
Yeah, you want the ball on deck. It's true.
Okay, great corner positioning right now for Shuaboo. Trying to hold it with the fireball, unable to get the demon flip out of the corner.
Yeah, it was a smart idea from Ren, a noble strategy.
See what you did there? I see what
Yeah,
you did.
yeah,
I
yeah.
caught it. I know Chad caught it too. Nice. There's our parry.
Yep. Although,
deep cross up.
next time Noble Strategy comes out, if it's an empty option and she goes low, that parry will lose outright. It'll be a full combo for Charlotta. So still a risky choice. Shuaboo makes out with it though.
The overhead does get blocked. Good checks. And the low.
Oh,
the
clash on overhead. Same exact frame. And then Shuaboo scrambles faster. You might expect Six to do so. And that's a last hit kill. Built just enough meter. And Shuaboo returns to set point.
Yes.
Reset point.
One more clash away from the demon head to be able to make it off into this reset.
I cannot believe they clashed on overheads.
That was wild.
That's like the least likely thing to ever happen.
On a big counter hit, this is a likely thing to happen is damage from Charlotta and a corner position no less. There's the Helm Splitter from the Noble Strategy.
Absolutely.
Great air to air.
Yeah, Shuaboo wasn't comfortable coming down with a punish on the throw because Charlotta's so short.
Oh, no! A big call out here from Shuaboo. Gonna get a counter hit for sure. Grip damage. Oh boy, got our overdrive. We are OD on this return.
Huge pushback, exactly what Ren needs, and still has a life lead too. Run up overdrive, kind of a lot of corner carry on that if you think about it.
Yes.
They're both so powerful in this state right now, but Shuaboo is waiting for a couple cooldowns, especially just lost Berserker Barrage, the most important of them. Ren lost Noble Strategy. Doesn't have a ball yet
Nice
either,
jump
but
in.
didn't need much.
Yeah, we still have a life in this round. Shuaboo needs this round for the reset, but Ren is trying to close it out, clutch another championship belt here.
It's going to be one of those rounds, huh?
Oh boy, Holy Ladder does rip.
Deep run, and Shuaboo jumps over the throw. Gets only a light punish with a little dive kick.
Okay, there's a throw here. Shuaboo trying to maintain the offense. Nice EX, checking the toes once more here. Oh, with throw, but don't worry, we got the punish here.
It's the
Shuaboo in the corner right now, has overdrive, wants to spend it with the Gandido.
It's the GBVS mistake shimmy, and it leads Shuaboo to the first Gandido sequence we've seen so far, and Ren blocks it all out, just practically using it to build his own meter. Ren could spend this.
Goes for EX barrage there, but the spin cycle coming back at you. Perry, what do you think you're doing? I've seen it time and time again on Wake Up.
And it exploded. It's not an overdrive round for Ren. It's a try to win this tournament right now. With all the damage you can do. Overhead gets blocked. Overhead gets whip punish, and Ren is your champion. Ren wins CEO 2022. 2 years consecutively, fresh off of 2021. Charlotta both times returns to claim his second belt, and it'll fit nicely around our champion's waist, maybe over his shoulder.
Look at that. Nice. Ren with a tremendous show. Thank you so much for coming out and doing another tremendous job at CEO 2022, along with everyone else in the top 8. Shuaboo taking second, and what a show it was. And my goodness, like I said, the Final Four was going to be such a heartbreaker, but Shuaboo put in the work to come up from the loser's run entirely and make it back in the grand finals. And what a show it was. Did great work with 6, and honestly forced the character swap from Ren. That's something to be proud of right there, too, especially off the avatar Belial. I think it was going to be the counter, but the one to fear was definitely going to be that Charlotta. That was actually going to be quite the pick, and we weren't sure if we were going to see that 6 mirror, but boy, Charlotta having the counter against 6 seemed like the play.
Yeah, I mean, Charlotta's a defensive titan. There's nothing you would want more against the terrifying pressure of 6 than a far L that is fast and 5 frames, and a DP, and just this even being smaller, harder to hit, more evasive, running fast, jumping fast, keeping up with 6 is really something Charlotta's capable of, as Ren showed us to perfection 2 games in a row with that Charlotta.
2 games in a row, 2 belts in a row, back to back. Ren, your CEO 2022 champion. I mean, a hard-earned victory. And a great show, and thank you everybody in the crowd. How was that? Grand Finals, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus?
Can't ask for much more than last game, last round.
I know, right? Last game, last round, almost close to that reset. We almost had it, but you know what? I'm looking forward to another set of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus competition. Another live stop is going to be at EVO this year, so hopefully we get even more international competition showing up. Hopefully we see Ren coming back. That's going to be another great treat to see, and even more competitors at another EVO showing. That's been it right here, right? I mean,
yeah, we just have to look forward to the future now, and in order to make that happen, we have to sign off. I've been Monkey Business. I have been.
Wait a minute. We still have awards to go through. You're trying to sign off before
I'm trying to sign off and hand it over.
You're trying to steal the show from Ren
Look,
already?
My heart's been stopped, okay?
That's unbelievable. I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to take a moment here, get all our top 8 competitors to check out the award ceremony, because they've well deserved it. They've had like a tremendous show this weekend too, and you know, it's always about the players here. This top 24 leading into this top 8 was also a tremendous show too. Like I'm so happy to have, you know, the main stage presence for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Work well deserved. The community really pulled all the stops for this one too. And again, continue to check out, you know, the NAPC Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Discord. I know it's out there. Rowlett's been posting it. Zombie's been posting, of course, Blue as well. Definitely check out the game as well. $20 for the base cast, $40 for the entire collection as well too. This game's still alive and kicking, and has plenty more content on the way. And you know, thank you so much, Jabali, the production crew as well, for helping out, put on a great show. I mean, honestly, it's always a treat to see these players out here putting it out for Grand Blue.
And 8 of them are lined up in the ring for our awards ceremony, as I can look over my shoulder and check. We got a host in there, too. We can let him take it away.
Whoa.
Almost there? Damn,
almost got the host there. You're anxious. You're so anxious.
Oh, I totally misread the
It's Michael Jordan up there. It's not. It's Michael Jordan. Yeah,
I see.
It is another red.
Our third placer.
Third placer, Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Yes, no championship ring this year, unfortunately. But you know what? There's still more opportunities to come.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's been a great show. Great way to open, the main stage presence of CEO 2022 on top of that. The pyrotechnics going off. You got scared one time, which was great. I was hoping we'd hold on.
This last one was definitely the biggest. I hope somebody got some footage of that.
Yeah, I'm sure they got some sort of footage there. We're checking out the highlight reels for sure. Gosh, I'm looking forward to seeing many more games on the way. Guilty Gear happening tomorrow. That's going to be a big one. Yeah. Next up,
are there any games? What's closing to here next? I think DBFZ maybe.
No, DBFZ is going to be the next one, top 8 there. And you'll definitely get an MC for that one. So definitely stay tuned, folks. If you're really interested in some Dragon Ball FighterZ. So that is going to be it right here, right now. Let's get up to the stage because I want to see. I know you're excited. You've been anxious, waiting for it, trying to cut way earlier than we needed to. We talked about this.
Look, this is the part I've been waiting for.
The
crowning of a champion.
I know you have an MVME shirt on, but you got to relax. We're not loading up that quickly. So here we go to the main stage. Let's go on the main stage. Talk up on the mic. It should be hot, ready to go. I want to hear it. The crowd wants to hear the christening of the medals.
All right. Let's give it up for top 8 for Grand Blue. Coming in 7th place, Prada. Also in 7th place, Kilo. In 5th place, we have MadBestKiller. Also in 5th place, we have Seth. In 4th place, Gandido. 3rd place, Neokarsh. In 2nd place, Shuaboo. And your CEO 2022 champion, Ren. Congratulations to all of top 8. Let's give it up one more time for them, guys.
Taking it home, sparked up, ready to rock. Speaking of sparks, Dragon Ball FighterZ is coming up next, like we just said here. It's been a great show. Thank you for having us, everybody, at CEO 2022. It's been a real treat. Of course, I've been Zero. Check me out at Zero Syndicate on Twitter or IDon'tDoAnything.com.
I will continue to be Monkey Business on Twitter and here in person at CEO. I've got plenty more games to watch and even some more commentary to do, even with you. You can catch us over on MK at a juicy game night in a few hours.
Yes, absolutely. So don't go away. We have a few things to go over in our ad break here. And by the time it's over, you got your sandwich, you got your beverage.
DBFZ will show up by then.
There you go. Until next time, later days.